Hello, everyone. What's good? I fucking hate that word, hello. I hate that. I haven't used that word in a long time. But what's good, everyone? I want to make this video real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna just, yeah, I hate this world so much, man. Well, I don't want to say I hate this world. I hate people. I hate programmed people, and I hate the programs and the system. There's nothing wrong with the world. There's nothing wrong with anything natural. It's something wrong with the programs, it's people, and the system. And I want to like go into why I really, really do not like. Because you guys, when you guys say you hate the system, or it's not that you hate the system. You don't hate the world. You hate stupid people. You don't just hate people. And some of you guys never met an intelligent person, so you've never seen a real human. Because everybody around you is a fucking idiot. You gotta understand that. Like the Masons have done a number on people, making them fucking retarded. Like everywhere I go, like it's really bad. Like I would just have to fucking well, I went to go use a bathroom, right? And it just, I don't know, the amount of filth and trash. Like, there's certain places I go, I just have a negative energy. Like, and then there's other places I go, I have a positive. Like today, I went somewhere and the energy was just so negative. I felt like I needed to just like destroy the. Like, I was in the bathroom and I just took all the toilet paper and I just threw it all over the bathroom and I just damaged the bathroom. It was a McDonald's. I didn't eat anything there, but I should have showed you guys. But like it was just the reason I did it because the place felt very demonic, and it felt like it deserved like that treatment. So I fucked that shit up hella bad. I wish I would have recorded it. I didn't record it, but yeah, I fucked that shit up hella bad because the place just was very negative, and there was a lot of like Arabs and like I don't like Arab and Indian people for some reason. Like I hate them a lot. Like, and it's not that, like the reason I hate them is not that I just hate them for no reason. It's just because like ever since I've been really looking into this whole native thing, I feel like they're like very disgusting people. Like you know when you see a squirrel and you see a rat, a squirrel is like more like beautiful, and then you see a fucking disgusting rat. That's how I see like a native and an Arab. And where I live, there's like a lot of Arabs moving in, and they're just very disgusting. Like they're like a fake native, and they're just nasty, and they have a bunch of radiation babies, and they stink, and their language is ugly, and it's very horrible. Like every time I go to a store with like an Arab working there, if they show me an attitude, I fuck their shit up and I really damage their shit because I despise them. And these people are fucking not dumb, just dumb. Like there's niggers too that are demons too, but I'm seeing a lot of them lately here, so that's why I'm talking about them. But black people are demons too. Like I'm not just saying one race. Like today, I was remember when I ended the live stream earlier. I went into the store. This stupid nigger bitch with a fucking mask look at me a certain way. I went like there was a long line, hella long line, because everybody was there because it was fucking. You guys know what bullshit holiday it is, and I was like the next one in line. I literally got out of line and went to the other line because I was in line number two, and I only go to line number 3, 6, and 9. Those are the only lines I go to in any store. And I was on line number two, and I was going, and I seen that stupid nigger bitch with her fucking mask on. And what I did was like right when she was just looking at me a certain way, and I didn't want her touching my product. So I literally went in the back of the line. After waiting for like 25 minutes, I went into the other line and waited another 25 minutes just so I don't have to fucking deal with her stupid fucking dingy ass. I hate that dumb bitch. And so I went to the other one, and it was another lady, and she just did my shit, and the energy was better. If I would have let her touch my ice and I would have ate the ice, I would have ate the ice, and then maybe I would have forgot something, or I would have something would have happened unrelated to the ice because her negative ass energy and shit. So like you guys gotta always look out. Be careful with who's touching your shit, because a lot of these people are fucking demons on this bitch. Yeah, yeah. I despise a lot of people, guys. You guys do not understand how deep this shit goes. And it's funny because like one thing you guys gotta understand is the mind is very powerful. Like I remember just a couple months ago, motherfuckers used to come up to me and like be like, they used to like I don't know, it's just weird. Like ever since I just adopted a certain mindset, like I fucking hate this world. I feel like it changed my aura because people don't fuck with me like they used to. They don't come and ask me dumb questions. They don't treat me like a kid or nothing. They just straight up like they know I'm about bed. I don't say nothing at all. I just do my thing. So that's why I can tell you that the mind is very powerful because when you control the mind, these motherfuckers like the people who are weak minded, they're influenced by your energy. So then, because I program my energy to anybody who's not right for me, they're gonna feel uncomfortable. That's how I program my energy. So motherfuckers come around me and I make them feel uncomfortable without saying nothing. I will deliberately sometimes I'll deliberately act like a weirdo or act hella like you don't mess with me because I will project that energy sometimes. Like I'll do some weird shit or I just do something weird on purpose or I just have like a just to really project just to get people away from me. Like don't talk to me, I'm not cool with you and I don't like you and I'm not your friend. Like I hate that shit. Yeah. This is gonna be just a rant video. So if you guys don't want a rant video, then you can get the fuck up out of this damn place. Motherfucker, I ain't your fucking encyclopedia, nigga. Like you don't just come here. Like I see motherfuckers that come in, I'll be saying something and then I'll take a break and then somebody will leave. Nigga, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not in a fucking encyclopedia, bitch. I talk however the fuck I want to talk. At the end of the day, ain't nobody paying my fucking bills and I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, can't wait to get the fuck up out of this place. There's too many fucking nasty, disgusting Arabs. Too many dumbass people. I need to get it. Like, I hate this fucking place so much. I hate it, and it's like I not only hate it because um the people, but I hate it because sometimes I get angry and upset, and I'll like sabotage and I'll do shit. I'm not gonna say everything I do on here, but you guys know the gist of I'll do certain things just to like retaliate and just feel better. But it's like I notice when I'm in certain areas and people are respectful, they have an energy. I don't even like the other place I went to was another city. I went to go see my grandma one day, a few weeks ago, or about a month ago. And like usually I just throw my shit on the ground and I just don't respect the area I'm at unless you give me something or you say something nice to me, I don't respect you at all. That's how I am. And then so when I go to certain places, they just automatically give me a certain energy and I respect them. Even if it's down, like I remember I went to the store earlier today, right? The same store. And I was going in and just the way the dude opened the door for me made me want to just disrespect him. And I didn't even say thank you or nothing. And that's what made me like, because that place has a negative energy because if you don't give me a certain energy, I'm not going to respect you. And that's how I roll my game. I'm not saying that's right or wrong because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think is right or wrong. I'm just doing what I want to fucking do. But I'm sick and tired of this fucking shit. I really got to move out of here. I fucking hate this world. And there's so many people out because it's Christmas. I'm like, can't wait to these holidays, man. It actually makes me kind of glad that, in a way, it's good that people work 9 to 5s because I notice like days like this when there's so many people out, it makes me realize how much people need to stay busy and not be around be in public at the same time. Like it needs to be where people work because if people weren't working, there'll be too many people out. And it's not a bad thing if they were like us, but these people are very dumb. So there'll probably be more violence, more death, more cussing, more arguments because there's a lot of piece of shit people in this fucking world and they're all mingling together. And when they're at work, they're busy. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like days like because there's so many people out and it reminds me that all these people they're not going to work so and it fucks up the whole vibe and like literally I hate when I have to do things when it's like holidays I have to go out because I meet so many fucking dumbass people that I never see because they're always at work and there's so like you see what I'm saying like you never see them because they're always at work and they don't go out anytime really unless they're after work to get something because they're so busy. Like in a way it's good that people are busy. So hey Chauncey, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Well, every time you're doing good, there's always got to be some demons that want to like bring negative energy your way. Shout out to Famous Mallow. Was good with it. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I'm just telling you guys why I hate this fucking world. This world ain't shit. Yeah. somebody said something. I heard somebody was talking about Donald Trump. They were talking about Donald Trump lowering gas prices, or I guess he wasn't gonna lower it. I heard somebody talking about it, and I was like, I'm so glad he's not lowering gas prices. And I said, and they looked at me weird, but they don't know I'm breatharian, and they don't know like I don't really give a fuck. So I just said that because they were talking about Donald Trump. Like, I'm so glad he's not lowering gas prices or grocery prices. There's a bunch of dumbass bots. Like, you fucking idiot. And it's not like I really give a fuck. It's just the point I just said that just to piss them off. Because I like to say things just to piss people off sometimes. Yeah. Oh, man, dude. Yeah, I'm probably going to be leaving next month, though. There's no reason for me to be. I hate California. Never come to this state unless you got, like, something to do out here, like make some money or not something. It will not even make money. You can't make no fucking money. You can make money anywhere, nigga. You make money online. Do anything. And fuck making money, nigga. Like anybody that's about making money and all that, nigga. Like it's funny you hear about people talk about making money, but then they don't even have any money. Like if you talk about making money, you're not like I don't want to say millionaire, but you're not somebody who has like you still work a 9 to 5, nigga. You ain't getting no fucking money. I hate when you see these stupid niggers that fucking like work at these shitty ass jobs and shit, or niggas in the hood who don't got shit. When they talk about, oh nigga, I'm about my money, nigga. I collect. Well, nigga, shut the fuck up. The only rack you got was from a 9 to 5, you bitch ass nigga. And you ain't fucking got no real money on your own, or you ain't done anything. Fucking idiot. Bro, fucking talk about money. Like, what's the point of that? It's just like somebody talking about like, oh, this bitch is bad, and all this, but you never even had sex with the bitch. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga, and go out and do something instead of talking about this bitch is bad and liking the bitch's page and all this, and you ain't even you ain't even fucked the bitch yet. What are your thoughts on red pill coaches? They're all fucking retarded and stupid. If you're a red pill coach, you're a fucking idiot. Every single person on the internet who's not talking esoteric deep knowledge is a fucking moron. You have to understand that. Every single person that talks red pill is a fucking moron. They don't know shit. They're dumb. They're stupid. From I don't even know the names, but you guys know who they are. I see them, but I don't know the names because they're not. They don't have no substance. You know how you see even though I don't like DJ Academics, he has substance because you've seen him. He's done shit and not he hasn't done shit, but he has substance. Everybody knows who the fuck he is. I'm gonna just leave it at that. These red pills, they don't have no substance. Like you don't hear about their name, but they got a lot of views. The moment they start doing something, all their views are gonna pretty much go a different way because they're lame. They're like fucking watered down soda. Like the soda is the real shit, but it's watered down. Like so nobody really wants it or get it when you're thirsty. It's like it's no substance. So that's how all the red pill and fucking they're like lame. It's like that's most of the Gen Z. Lame. They have no personality or nothing. They don't have nothing. That's why like the world is so lame. That's why nobody wants to hang out. Like I literally don't even like to hang out with people anymore because well, I never really like to hang out with people really. But I notice like people say, oh, everybody wants to be alone, but then they say because people drain their energy. People don't drain my energy. I just don't like talking to people because they're boring and they're bland and they're just full of shit. Like they're just it's like the same person over and over, and they don't have they don't have no substance because nobody has nowadays. The average man or woman doesn't have no experience other than what they've seen on social media. So there's nothing to talk about really. So this would lead to nobody really wanting to connect, not because it drains you, but you don't have nothing to fuck because you don't have nothing to drain. How can you say somebody drains you if you don't got shit to drain? Like what the fuck do you have to drain? Like for you to say, oh my battery's drained, it has to be at least 10% or 1%. If you have a dead battery, it can't be drained. Most of these people say, oh people are draining me, bitch. No one's draining you, you fucking moron. Like you don't have no energy. That's like 99% of the fucking. I don't want to say 90. I say yeah, 99% of the community out here on YouTube. There's only like a few people that I fuck with. Really, everybody else is a fucking idiot. And don't get me wrong, as far as them making money and making a living, that's a different thing. So if you want to go on YouTube and make a living, that's fine. But as far as do you have any real information, do you have any substance, or is there a relevancy to what there's none. Red pill or all red pill coaches are retarded. And if you, anybody who even Like, if you know anybody who watches a lot of red pill content, like they actually know what they're talking about, or they enlisted into a red pill program, that's a person right there that's very damaged and mentally ill, and you need to run far away from them at all costs, because that's the type of person who they don't know themselves and they will never know themselves. I heard this one nigga, he spent like $2,600 on a motherfucking course of like red pill, red pill shit. This was the most lamest, weirdest. Like, imagine like the most insecure, bummiest, disgusting nigga you can ever come in contact with, and he didn't know what to do but get some money and muscle, and the money and muscle just made him look even worse, because at the end of the, well, not the money, because the money is the money, but the muscle just made it look worse. And it make, because when you see, like, when I see some people who have a lot of muscle, I can tell that they're insecure. Like, when you see a nigga that goes to jail that has a lot of muscle, you could tell a nigga who built their muscle in jail and a nigga who built their muscle off watching a lot of red pill videos and being insecure because no bitch wanted to validate him. You can tell a person in jail who built their muscle, they just act normal, and they whatever. When you see a nigga who built their muscle out of lack of validation and watching too much red pill, they gotta walk like this all the time. They gotta have a, hey yo bro, really shut the fuck up with your faggot ass niggas. Just trying, like, it's like they're trying to talk masculine and deep, but they really don't have it in them, and they're trying to act that image. You guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of the Gen Z, they're like, hey yo bro, how you doing? Like, why the fuck you talking like got a fucking ball in your throat, nigga? Take that fucking shit out and talk normal, nigga. Like, they're trying to talk like somebody tough and big, and it's like, nigga, like, you're not fooling anyone. And even at the end of the day, if it all comes to worse, nigga, I'm gonna fucking just shoot your ass. Or if somebody would just shoot you, you're not intimidating at all. This shit is fucking hilarious. Like, I actually see a lot of niggas who like watch Red Pill, and like they're like about fitness, and I'm not saying it's bad about your health, but niggas who are about muscle and fitness like that, those are feminine men. Like, when you see niggas who like they have a body, like, oh, level up, guys, get your body right, and can I shut the fuck up, nigga? I got a better physique than all you bitch ass niggas, and I didn't even work for it like you niggas worked for it, and at the end of the day, it ain't that fucking serious. Niggas who talk like that, those are homosexuals, those are females, those are feminine men that act like females, but this is like a, because most Gen Z men are feminine, because there's a lot of lack of testosterone, especially in the Asian race. The Indian, the Arab, and Asian race has the least testosterone. That's why when you see a black person, they're more like mellow. That's what they call melanin. Black people, we're more mellow, we're more chill. We can handle more shit, and we can laugh. We have more charisma than those other races because they have very low testosterone. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you see a lot of this shit like that. Famous Mel said, "Yeah, didn't they think they would be intimidating?" I don't think no one does an intimidation tactic, and can't nobody do no intimidation tactic to me. It comes to worse, nigga, I'm about to fucking just kill your ass. That's why I seen some bitch. She's all talking about like she does. She's a witch or she's a bruja, and she's like, "Oh, I sin," and I'm like, I will never date no witch or no bruja. Because those bitches try to do intimidation tactics. Oh, if you break up with me, I'm gonna send work on you. And it's like, I'm not saying I don't believe in it, but it's like, I'm the type of person where I'm not sending work. Like, if you send some work, first of all, if you send some work, I'm gonna shield that shit. But if it does connect and if it hits me, I'm the type of nigga, like, I'm gonna go get my gun and go up to your fucking house and just blow your fucking brains out. Because at that point, you must have done something to me where it don't even matter no more. I'm not that type of nigga to go, no, because at least if you're gonna do black, and this is all the women out there, anybody doing black magic, do not tell people your address. Do not let people know it's you or nothing. Just do it behind, because there are some people who are just gonna say fuck that black magic and come and shoot your fucking brain out. There's this stupid ass nigger bitch in Oakland who got her whole head blown the fuck off. She was at a meet and greet at her fucking raggedy ass salon that didn't get to open because she got killed at it. This was like this year or something. That shit was so fucking hilarious. This bitch was making fun of somebody, I guess one of her enemies or somebody. She was making fun of somebody for dying. She didn't even kill the dude. He was like some other type of people. But she's like, why are you even talking about something that's not even connected to you? But she was all making fun of the dude. Oh, and she had like a tombstone picture and was making fun of the dude and everything. And then somebody's like, be careful. And then this would literally come out her mouth. She was like, they ain't gonna do shit. They're not gonna do shit, nigga. These niggas they in the house. They ain't gonna do shit. Literally, this bitch had a meet and greet. You can look it up. Oakland meet and greet woman gets killed. Look it up. Stories there. She had the meet and greet. The nigga came and blew her fucking head off, and then somebody said, only thing I heard her say, the last word she said was, I'm hit, I'm hit. I'm like, this bitch deserved every minute of that shit. She went, like, Oakland is one of the most fucking dangerous cities in this whole fucking area. You don't just go, you don't know who people know. Like, because what it is like some people, they're not really have the balls to go out and do that thing and pull the trigger. So you can just pay other people or have other people, and people know people, so you can. So she probably was dealing with somebody who probably wasn't about it, but at the end of the day, they were kind of about it because they just had somebody else do it, and then they got her off guard, and her ass got fucking smoked. That shit was fucking hilarious though. Like stupid ass bitches like that. Like for real, like that's pretty much sums up like Gen Z. Pretty much like that was a Gen Z fucking retard. They don't think people are serious because they think everything is on social media. It's fucking pathetic. This is why I don't take any like. It's crazy. Social media has really got everybody mentally fucking distraught. Like real talk. The social media has really got people mentally fucking distraught, and it's fucking. It's like it's sad because it's like there's so much hope that could have been had, and it's crazy. I don't know what the government's doing, but they're doing something where it's affecting the testosterone. It's affecting the way people talk, the way people like it's deeper than just social media. It's a lot of the chemicals in the food. Remember I told you the food isn't the same as it was. Like remember even like they tell you McDonald's used to make their French fries from like potatoes. Now they just it's frozen and just little things like that. And the air and the we have Wi-Fi 6 now. Before we didn't have Wi-Fi 6. We had the other Wi-Fi. So we have other these little nuances that are adding on to the retardation, and then there's lack of knowledge out here. Nobody knows shit. It's dangerous though because it's an illusion of people thinking they know shit. Because if people knew shit, then things would be done. Nothing's being done, so nobody knows shit. Everybody just thinks they know shit because they're seeing shit on the internet. So this is why I'm saying like there's something going on right now beyond just social media. I think it's something to do with the chemical that's affecting the brain waves and making people as like fucking retarded. Like I said, I was waiting in line. You just say I would say at least I want to say everybody, but say 7 out of 10 people in that place was zombies. And the people who most of the people who weren't, and I'm not saying all of these because most boomers are fucking retarded too, but the people who that I seen that were more normal were boomers. Like I'm seeing more older boomers, more like I can have a conversation, even though they're bots, I can have a conversation with them more compared to like most of these Gen Zs, was like they're just very cringe and shit. And the thing is with a lot of them is when not all of them, but some people when I see they sense your confidence and they're not confident, that makes them confident to try to bring you down or try to say something to try to get you because they'll look at you like, how the fuck do you think? Who the hell do you think? Because people try to like, they try to look at you a certain way. Like they think that they could be your friend. Like people try to think that they could be my friend or oh we're like each other. And then they try to talk to me like I'm like them, and then once they see me talk to me like I'm not like them, then it insults them because they don't think high of themselves. So they think that I'm like them, and I don't think high of myself. So I'm not saying I show off, I just talk normal and just based upon like there'll be times I be talking, you know how I talk spiritual and shit, and I'll be just saying some deep shit, or I just say this and that, or about health, like you got to do this and blockages and health, just whatever, and people be like offended, like, how do you know that? Were you a scientist? They give me that energy, and I'm like, it's like it's a projection because they don't have confidence in themselves. So when they see you not, they're trying to bring you in the bucket down with them, and like that happens a lot with a lot of Gen Z subconsciously. This is a subconscious thing, so it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Like a boomer when they attack you like that, they'll be like, "Oh, you got to have your evidence resource." A person who's like a younger person, or somebody who isn't like that, they'll be more so like, and you like insulted them because they don't think that way of themselves, so they think you shouldn't. Because a lot of people they try to connect with me, or like if they try to be my friend or connect with me or talk to me, they talk to me like, "Oh, I'm cool with them," or "We're like each other." Like, no, bitch, I'm not like you. I'm not like you at all, at all. You're probably if you're around me, you're not gonna like who I am, and I'm not gonna. I already don't like who you are, but I'm the stronger spirit. I have foreknowledge. So I already know the course of events that are going to happen that are going to make me just really not want to be around you based on the way you drink your soda and the way you fucking pick up a pencil. Like even there's to a point where I see how I'm going to bring up I'm going to bring up a video and show you guys how traumatized people look. Like when you see a person who's traumatized, especially a cracker, their hands are moving a certain way, like because they have a blockage. Remember the tension. So when I see a person there move their hands a certain way, like I can't even replicate it because you have to be in that trauma and that insecurity and mental illness. But when they move their hand a certain way and they'll um like for example they'll like do some weird movement, and it's like, when you see somebody who's cringy or a nerd, or and the reason you call them a nerd or a geek or somebody who's like weird is because the way they move their body, like that's what it is. So like they move. There's a person with a lot of mental illness and trauma, and then like people like that. Once you start talking to me, and I see your hands and your fingers move a certain way, and your body move, and like not even just what you say, just if your hand moves a certain way, I don't even want to deal with you because I know you're damaged and you ain't shit and you're fucking retarded and you probably take psych pills. Because 10 out of 10 times when I see people that do that, they have either on psych pills, they talk about mental illness, they talk about red pill, or they talk about something, and I fucking don't get the fuck away from me. And don't end up in that. Like, look how people move their hands. I'm gonna do a fucking a TikTok stream, or not fuck TikTok, because those are AI videos, like most of them. I'm gonna do like a YouTube video stream, and I'm gonna start roasting the fuck out of people. I'm gonna roast the fuck out of people because, and I'm going to show you guys like what to look out for mental illness when you're dealing with these individuals and in their movements and everything, because you can really save yourself a lot of headache by seeing flags before they even fruition. They think that will intimidate. You already read that. Yeah. Yeah, they're not intimidating no one. Like, people are lame. This world is fucking lame, man. Like, this shit is getting worse and worse. Shit is getting extremely worse. Yeah, at least the day's over. Holidays is over. But like it's just crazy, man. I don't understand. Like when I get my situation together, I'm gonna be moving out of this country though. I really want to get the fuck up out of here. Like I have the money to move out, but I want to get my shit really down packed and situated and not just move. Like I don't want to just move for no reason. Like I want to at least have like a reason and shit to be going in a certain way and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to just go out and after certain shit I want to get done and things I need to get. But if it gets to a point, I might just get the fuck up out of here because I hate this place so much. Like I don't think there's anywhere in the world you could run to. It's all the same. It's really not. That's why like a lot they say, oh, why are a lot of people becoming less social? It's not because people are I don't because first of all, not everyone's becoming social, but people in America. Why are they becoming more or less social? The reason why people in America are becoming like social is not because of anything other than the fact that other people are lame. You're not gonna want to eat some old ass spaghetti. You're gonna eat some new one. And if a new spaghetti is in another country, you're gonna want to go there, or you just won't eat spaghetti. So that's what's fucking going on. Like it's this old ass spaghetti nobody fucking wants. It's not that nobody is always draining my energy. Like, oh, it's draining my energy, bitch. You don't got no energy to drain. Shut the fuck up. Nigga, the only energy you probably got that we can drain is your fucking life. If I fucking put a bullet through your fucking skull, and then that energy, I probably can drain that, but that's it. But as far as anything else, you don't got no fucking energy, nigga. Other than you got some money you ought to give me, but what's that? Like out of your little peanut ass fucking chum bucket check, you flip burgers at, you fucking bum ass piece of shit. The fuck out of here. So shout out to Ralph Deeds. Yeah. This world ain't shit, to be honest. The system ain't shit. Not the world. Don't blame the world. Don't blame nature. No blame any. I'm not saying nature's perfect. The world's perfect, but it the problems nature and the world have is not nothing compared to what this man-made bullshit system. What you hate is this orchestrated system and the programming and the chemicals that's fucking up people's brain to create a situation where you say you don't fuck with this shit. Not the world, not the nature, not the other. Not saying it's perfect, but the problems don't compare as these are all man-made problems. Because remember, like the Masons, they're very bored and they don't have nothing to do and they just sit on their ass all day trying to think of something to do to make people's life hell. So that's they make all the problems because they have nothing to do and they need to keep you distracted. Because what else are you gonna do if you're in their situation? There's nothing to do. Everybody's doing everything for you, just sit on your ass. So they have to create situations to make life hell for everyone. So it's like that's really what's going on right now. For real, like it's crazy. And it's to a point where like I feel sorry for people. I don't feel sorry, but like when I see somebody who's struggling, like most of the people I see that are struggling in life, whether it be financially, mentally, spiritually, like they deserve to struggle. I don't think I've ever seen anyone. I probably have seen people, but even then, but those are people I have empathy for. But and even then, now I pass beyond empathy because they showed actions where they're doing better. But 99% of people who suffer spiritually, mentally, financially, anythingly, these people, like, they deserve it. They're stupid. Like, you'll see some stupid ass nigga complaining how um the government took his money out of his check and overdraft fees, and now he's broke and he can't get rent to next month. But then he'll talk about voting for Donald Trump. He'll talk about how he likes fucking watching Superman and Marvel movies. Then he'll talk about how he likes to eat pizza every Friday. Then he talks about how he likes to play video game. Bitch, you deserve to be miserable. You deserve every bit of that, you piece of shit. Like, you like everything about this system. You deserve to be miserable. That's why you're miserable. So I'm saying this so you guys don't get scared. When you guys see somebody suffering, you guys get scared. Like, that could be me. No, it can't be you because you're not a fucking idiot. If you're a fucking idiot, then that's you. You can't take fucking idiot, fucking dumbass problems if you're not a fucking dumbass. You can only take fucking dumbass problems if you're a fucking dumbass. So don't compare yourself to a fucking dumbass. You're not gonna go through those problems. And even if you do go through those problems, you gotta get over it, or it's not gonna affect you the same way. Because I'm not saying nobody goes through problems, but you'll get over it, or it won't even affect you like that. And it'll just be like a little. But when you see a motherfucker complain, oh, listen, like you see these stupid people, oh, I can't pay rent, the grocery bills is hot. Like, bitch, you deserve that, bitch. You deserve to not eat groceries, bitch. Your fat ass needs to go on a fast. But you tell somebody, go on a fast. I ain't going on no fast. All right, bitch, then eat and then stop complaining about groceries. Then and then they'll complain, oh, bitch, go on a fast. Then nobody told you to eat groceries. But you see what I'm saying? They don't want to do that. Oh, if you don't want to go on a fast, you want to eat groceries, then get your money up, become a millionaire, eat at fucking the steak, fucking what's that place? Steak 48, that big ass, like, expensive ass restaurant. I just saw a fucking little thing. There's some nigga, he bought some bum ass nigga some steak from like a place called Steak 48. And like he's all like, oh, like doing. I'm like, what the fuck? You give him some steak, bitch. Give that nigga a place to stay, or give him something like valuable or some shit. Like, fuck, I don't know. Like something more useful than a fucking steak he's gonna eat and be hungry. He's all filming him eating the steak. He's like, oh, the steak is good. It's a very good steak. Like, bitch, okay, you just ate a fucking over $100 meal just to what? Just to be broke and be on the street tomorrow, and then the stupid ass nigger walking around. Oh, I just bought homeless through the steak, bitch. Buy that nigga a motherfucking place to stay for the next 2-3 months. If you can't, nigga, then you shut the fuck up and don't even give him shit. And he probably would have been a better steak still, because he doesn't need your funky ass steak, nigga. You just give him a bunch of GMO chemicals that's gonna kill him. Give him something good. Give him some teeth aid. Shout out to Ralph Deeds. He said, "Do you use?" Hell yeah. Well, not when I'm doing my fast. I don't do it when I'm doing my, because when I'm doing my fast, I don't need teeth aid because the fast is the teeth aid. But if I'm not doing my fast, then I use teeth aid. If you're fasting, you don't need shit. You don't need teeth aid. You don't need nothing because the fasting is the teeth aid. But if you're not fat, a lot of people can't fast, so that's why I say teeth aid is for fasting. But if you're fasting, do not use that shit because it's just gonna fuck with your fast. Because you're already doing it. Like, it's like you put fucking 10 gallons of gas in your tank when it's full. Like, what the fuck is the point? You're gonna ruin the damn car, and it's gonna start overflowing. And you don't need to do that shit with teeth aids, because first of all, anything you're consuming in your body is a poison, and that will kill the body. So that's why that's the whole concept of breatharianism, to not poison the body. Fruit, vegetables, herbs, all that shit is poison. It's only not poison when you're unhealthy. Like, when you're unhealthy, then it helps you. But if you don't have an illness and you're cleansing, then it's healthy. Then it's unhealthy, or whatever the fuck it is. So pretty much only use a motherfucking shit if you need it. If you're healing and you're trying to fast, then you don't need anything. Food, whatever. But food and herbs is necessary and needed when you're taking that step. And you're not, because I told you, it takes like 15 to 20 years to become a full-on breatharian. Ain't nobody being it overnight. So you have to eat, you have to take herbs and all this shit. But it doesn't give you an excuse to make you think it's the end all be all, and that's it. Yeah, but I still use a teeth aid. That thing does work. I suggest anybody who brushes their teeth to use it, which is everyone. Yeah, get rid of all your toothpaste and get teeth aid. They say that shit was made in China. The Chinese people, they stole that information because they have the herbs. They have a lot of herbs, and the China, like I said, Chinese people, they don't know shit other than math books and what the white man wants them to build. So anything that comes from China, it was first known by the Native Americans, and then they took the information and then they capitalized it for their system. This is why they have those little Chinese kids in those sweatshops making that shit for like 20 cents an hour. You see what I'm saying? Because if they created it and if it was so important to that thing, then they'll be able to actually generate wealth from it, other than 20 cents a fucking hour. It wouldn't be just one nigga up top. The nigga up top, the one generating all the money, is the one who stole the information. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. But I'm done. I'm gonna have to be real with you guys now. I'm done with this bullshit. If you're offended by my channel, you're gonna just have to unsubscribe, because I'm just gonna straight up tell it like it is. At the end of the day, ain't shit gonna be really done in this world on the level it needs to be done, unless you're working with your own tribe, your own family, your own situation. That's what you need to focus on. As far as the world ain't shit. The world's gonna burn. Like, a lot of people are gonna pretty much fail at life. You gotta understand that. Not everyone. That's what I say. Get your tribe, get your circumstance and your situation in your own family. A lot of you guys have your own family. Um, Deal with that. Don't, like, people that are cool with you, your tribe, your family. Don't, like, push that away, because that's a team that you can help. Because all these other bots, they're not shit out here. That's why they tell you, oh, be by yourself, get your family and shit. It's good to be by yourself, but as far as cutting off family and other things, that's dumb as fuck, because nobody in this world ain't shit, and it's good to at least have some type of, like me. I don't need no damn really support, but at the same time, I'm very knowledgeable, and family needs me because they're not really as knowledgeable. So you see what I'm saying? They need me, so therefore, because I'm very intelligent. Somebody said, "What about Still Bite Pro?" Yeah, Still Bite Pro works good, but it's more expensive and it's in a pill form. It still cleanses. I think Teeth Aid is better and it's more convenient for people. Just squish it in your mouth. This Still Bite, you got to take it and shit, and sometimes it could be a little intense because there's a lot of other chemicals, and it's not like they're all herbs and it's natural. But I like the Teeth Aid, but the Still Bite Pro, they're both good. Both will heal your teeth, but I would prefer Teeth Aid because it's cheaper, and not only is cheaper, it's more convenient to use. Yeah, anybody can join the link if you guys want. Yeah, I'm about to be starting my fast tomorrow, probably around 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a fucking like colon cleanse before I do another fast. Like, cause they have this one, it's called Zupu. It works. They say it works really good, and it cleanses you the fuck out really good. So I'm thinking about getting that, just to cleanse everything out of my system completely, and then start on my fast. Like, I know the fasting will do it, but I really want to like cleanse a lot of shit out of me just right now, and then I feel like it'll probably make the fast a lot easier and shit. Not easier, actually. It won't make it easier, but I'll feel more like clarity of mind. I feel that I already have, because my mind's clear right now, but who knows? I have, like, there's a lot of shit in, because I last time I did like a 20 day fast when I was cleansing a lot of shit. That was a few years ago. I haven't done something like that probably like 2 years. So it's like I want to make sure shit is out of me. I don't want nothing in me. But I don't even eat that much fucking shit, because so. But there's still things in you want to cleanse out. Yeah, it's good to cleanse out every now and then. But if you fast long enough, you're gonna cleanse. Like I said, I took a shit this morning and like stuff was coming out. So after my 6 day fast, yeah. But you guys got to just be prepared, because Next year is going to be spiritual warfare. Everything's going to be accelerating next year. Time's going to be speeding up extremely fast. Extremely. Next year is air and fire. Air and fire. So it's going to be extremely, extremely fast. Everything. Like life, don't think life is gonna be the same as it is right now. Just like 3 years ago, life isn't the same as it is now. So it's gonna be a huge shift, and then the year after, it's gonna be kind of balanced because we still got to go back into Pisces and dip back into these other signs and shit. But after next year, it's gonna be like straight go mode. You want to have something you're doing when this shit starts, because if you don't have something you're doing, then it's gonna be you're gonna be fucking lost. You're gonna see a lot of mental illness skyrocket. You're gonna see a lot of depression skyrocket. Like I seen, like it's gonna get a lot worse. Because then, especially when Neptune gets into Aries, like everyone's gonna think because even like I could already kind of see it. Like no one really gives a fuck about the music and the rappers, and everybody just cares about their own music, their own social media. Everybody listens to their own music. Everybody watches their own shit. Everybody's trying to promote. So nobody, like the whole media, other people and shit, and all this the trap scene and drill me, all that shit's coming to an end. Even like lean and drugs, like that shit really ain't cool unless you like one of those addicts on the street like that are ODing. And a lot of them motherfuckers deserve to OD. A lot of them are just fucking stupid as fuck. Like, don't think just because somebody's on the street homeless, don't just feel sorry for them. Yeah, I understand the system's fucked up, but a lot of them motherfuckers, like, they're idiots. Like, I talk to some of these people, they're fucking stupid. Some of these people, they deserve to be in that situation because of the dumbass mistakes they made. Some people, yeah, I can see things went bad, but there's a lot of people out there where it didn't just go bad. A lot of people are just fucking retarded. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand nothing just happens to you for like no reason. Some people aren't meant for. Some people aren't meant for what? I can give a fuck what another nigga ain't meant for. What's meant for me? What's meant for you? That's important. Fuck what's meant for somebody else. If it's not meant for them, you don't have to. That's not your problem. Do what's meant for you, and if it ain't meant for them, they can get the fuck out. A 3-year-old ain't going into a fucking adult film theater because it's not meant for it. You don't stop the adult film theater. You just don't fucking bring that child in that damn theater. Like, I don't give a fuck what's meant for somebody. I'm gonna say and do what I want. If it's not meant for you, get the fuck out of here. You're not paying my bills. You ain't done shit for me. You haven't given me nothing. Always look at it. Every time you're dealing with somebody that has an opinion that they want to project on you, always tell yourself, are they paying your bills? Are they paying your rent? Did they give you something? Did they save your life? Did they give you some type of deep wisdom that actually helped you save your life or do something, fruition something? If that's a no to all that, get them the fuck out your life and look at them like they're a piece of shit until they have something to offer you. You got to look at people like that nowadays. They don't want you looking at it like that. It's funny how the government and the system looks at you like that, but you can't look at people like that. The fuck you think a job is or having money is? You can't get this unless you have money. The fuck? That's the same thing, but then you can't do it, but they can do it. That's how stupid it is. Narcissistic and the projection of the system, because whatever that is in the system is a projection for the people who created it. So you have to pay a bill. That's because in their whole concept, they thought of that. This is a human reality. There's infinite possibilities. What makes you think you have to create the word bill and make it where you have to make some money and then somebody has to work for the money and it's all projection for them because they're in debt. They're spiritually in debt. They're about to burn their spirit and their soul's about to burn for a long time. And they subconsciously know that. So they're on edge and they're tense. So they have to project that and then make stupid shit like paying bills. And you have to wake up every morning and all this other stupid shit. That's not necessary because it's all projection. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and then people just don't mind their business really. Like it's weird. We live in a very demonic system, not world system, because they created it. They created a system. What you see is demonic has nothing to do with the world. It has to do with stupid dumbass people. Yeah, but don't worry about what's meant for people. I can give a shit. I'm not trying to rationalize. I'm not trying to compromise. I'm not trying to sound reasonable. That's another thing with the spiritual people. Spiritual people try so hard to sound reasonable and sound balanced and equilibrium and well, we can do this and we can do that, and not everybody. I can give a fuck what everybody's gonna do, bitch. Like, I'm doing this, and this is what I say. If you don't like the information, why the fuck are you even letting me know this? Like, only person who should be talking to me on my motherfucking channel is people who fuck with my information. I don't have to be reason. If you don't like how I talk, if you don't like this, if you think this, then fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Why? Who said I have to be reasonable? And whoever said that, what other information are they relaying to you to get your life better than other than just watch my video and get fucking your butt hurt, you bitch ass nigga? So whoever's told you that you need to act a certain way and speak a certain way, they can tell you that, but they can't tell you how to get your fucking life together so you're not even on my page bitching and being butthurt. You fucking idiot. You see, you when you act queer, when you talk and think like this, then you start realizing how full of shit people are and how people just want their thoughts and their egos appeased. They're not about changing shit. They're not about doing nothing. And when you have that type of mentality, you weed a lot of bitch niggery away from you that you don't even know at times. Like, people just not be around you. Like, a lot of people don't come on my channel and shit because of the way I talk, which is good. Because if I was talking a certain way and it came on my channel, I'd probably have a lot of beef and arguments. But you see, I don't have no beef with nobody like that because people know the people who like who I deliberately speak this way so I can attract real people. So the people who stay they real, the people who get offended, they're not. Those are people who I would have cussed the fuck out, or I probably would have caught a case, or something would have happened. Like, they may have maybe like they're bigger than me, and then they beat me the fuck up, and I go and get my gun and I fucking shoot them in the fucking head or some shit, or I send some dark magic and I get them. Something's gonna happen to my spirit, so I don't want that to happen where I beat the fuck out of somebody or somebody beats me up and I retaliate and I fucking kill them and then I'm in jail or something. So I say certain things. So just stay the fuck away from me. I'm not your friend or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. I don't agree with that. It depends. It depends. Sometimes in the journey, you're getting high and you're making dumbass mistakes and you need to stop fucking doing that and get to a situation where you're not doing that no more. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you've been at one part of the journey too fucking long and you need to hurry up and get to the destination. If we plan to go to fucking Disneyland on a road trip, why the fuck are we at this rest stop talking about Disneyland for 10 hours? We should have been at Disneyland instead of at the rest stop. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it could be about the journey and sometimes it could be about, it's just, that's what I say. Remember I told you, people trying to act reasonable and equilibrium and try to speak a certain way. Oh, that's the problem with spiritual people. They come up with these little dumbass sayings that don't even mean shit. Life that has nothing to do with life. Life is fucking life. You deal with it how you deal with it on a case by case basis. There ain't no stupid ass saying. I'm not disrespecting you. Shout out to Rob Deeds. I'm just trying to inform, but you don't just look at life as some stupid dumbass saying. You take it case by case. Maybe some situations it is about the destination journey, but that's not how it is all the time. Sometimes you're on a journey for too fucking long. That's why that bitch been at the rehab center, in and out rehab, relapsing too fucking long. That's too long on that journey, nigga. You should have been sobered the fuck up and done something. So you gotta look at it like that. And I'm like, see all these dumbass spiritual people, they say stupid dumbass shit all the way down to the more you know, the more you don't know. Like, what kind of dumbass shit is this? If you don't, the more you know, the more you don't know. That means you don't know shit. So we're gratifying an idiot now. So a fucking autistic fuckhead, he knows a lot because he doesn't know shit. So you're not clarifying shit. The more you know, the more you don't know. And who the fuck said you got to know or you got to don't know, nigga? At the end of the day, nigga, all you got to do is fucking execute and complete and fruition. That's it. I don't give a fuck about knowing. There's niggas who don't even know how to fucking tie their shoes and shit and they stumble across some shit. You see what I'm saying? It's about fucking the energy. Ain't nothing about the more you know, the more you don't know. Like, that's some stupid shit Ralph's nigger smart would say. That stupid ass, ugly ass, crew cut nigga. Fucking hate that motherfucker. That nigga needs to drown in that infinite water. For all I care. I hate fucking infinite water so much. And then that depressed, emo ass fucking bitch. suicidal, emo, depressed bitch. That bitch was crying on that nigga's live stream because she thought they were gonna force her kids to get a vaccine. Like, you stupid ass bitch. She looked like she's a walking bag of depression. I wonder how many fucking breakups she had that fucked her mind up. She probably takes psych pills. Like, bitch, how you spiritual, but you come off as a fucking emo? Like, that shit died like in 2005 or something. How the fuck you still have that emo energy and you depressed and you look like a fucking goth? Dude, I hate that bitch too. Fucking, she looked like a fucking, like a slut or like a fucking showgirl, a gothic showgirl, like a fucking something you just run through and you just fucking come on. She don't look like somebody you take serious. And she's stealing people's information and shit. Like, bitch, you didn't come up with that information. Anybody who talks like the way she talks, she's obviously getting it from a source. She's not fucking like getting that shit from like no real shit. So fuck that stupid, ugly ass, dumb ass bitch. Well, her body looked good, but her face looked kind of fucked up because she's getting wrinkly and old now. Yeah, she just better keep up with those fucking Pilates and shit, so the body can stay there, so she could still be the butterface that her ass is. Yeah, that's crazy. And Ralph Smart's a homosexual. He's a bisexual, Ralph Smart. He's a bisexual. I can tell by his energy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, everybody on this YouTube, not everybody, but a lot of people on this YouTube shit is fucking retarded. And people can say all the shit they want to say about me. I don't give a fuck. That's the thing about me, because somebody be like, oh, bro, look at you. And the thing is, whatever you say about me that you think is offensive, it's projection. So if you say, oh, you got big lips, you got a big nose, you got this, you got that, you would be offended if you had those things and somebody said that to you. So you're saying that to me. You fucking idiot. Like, you don't know how my mind works. Like, I literally don't give a fuck. You do care. That's why you have to come out and say, oh, this is like, I just talk shit because, nigga, I'm just exposing the bullshit. I don't talk shit about people who are actually dropping real information. You're the only reason you're talking shit to somebody like me who talks shit is because you feel it's your duty. Well, who are you to call this person? Bitch, say whatever the fuck I want to say. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, and I'm going to cuss and drag you the fuck out. And just keep it like that so nobody gets hurt and we don't go to some gangster shit. Like, I swear, I like this shit is crazy, man. Damn, I swear, I hate people so much. Like, I don't want to say, like, I don't even want to say I hate people, because like, I don't hate people, because all the people that I say I hate, if they had like a chip in their brain or they had a blank mind and they were like a fucking mannequin with nothing, I wouldn't hate them. You see what I'm saying? It just, their personality, who they are, all the fucking programs, that's what I hate. So I don't want to say I hate people, because if you had a human being that was walking and they were just fucking your servant and giving you whatever the fuck you wanted, like a robot, you're not going to hate that person. So you can't say you hate people, because if a person gave you $1 million, you don't hate that person. So it's what the person's doing. Like, when somebody gives you something, you're happy. Oh, thank you. But when they do something, it's what they're doing. So I don't want to say I hate people. That's a broad statement that, like, I have to correct myself. I don't hate people. I don't hate the world. I hate the system, and I hate dumbass, stupid people, which is at this point 99% of people. You got to get that right, and it's got to get worse. Because so we got so many planets going, these outer planets going into Aries, Neptune, and Saturn. Like, I forgot Neptune was going. Somebody reminded me, and I seen, like, okay, shit, Neptune, that's going in March. So I don't know how the fuck I missed that. Saturn conjunct Neptune. That's gonna be a lot. A lot of people are gonna have a lot of regret. That's a lot of regret. That's a lot of sorrow. A lot of mental depression and regret. Saturn conjunct Neptune. That's depression, sorrow, regret. Feeling like you didn't do what you're supposed to do, and like, because a lot of what you're seeing right now, a lot of people, like, like a lot of the Gen Z, they're gonna grow up to be old, regretful, like hags, because what they're doing right now is nothing, and they think it's just, oh, I'm just gonna play video game and be inside and just do this and not do anything with my life. And then when they get older, it's gonna hit them like, oh, shit, I just wasted my whole life, because life goes by really, really quick. Like when you, like they try to tell you, oh, life you live to be 100. 100 is gonna come by extremely quick, especially now we're in accelerated time. It's gonna come by hella quick. So like they don't understand it. You just don't, cause just like right now, you're like 20 some years old, but at one time you were like 10 thinking about when you're in 20s, but you're in your 20s now. So, and you see how fast time is going. So time goes by quick. A lot of people, by the time they get to this old age, they're gonna end up fucking like, damn, it went by this fast and they didn't complete shit. Because a lot of people think that life is so vast and there's so much to do before you get to this. But by the time you get to like 50, you're gonna realize like, damn, there was only so much. Like life is like a 2 hour long movie, but you guys think it's like a 200-day movie. But reality is that's how it is. But you don't know it until you get to the end of it. Because when you get to like age 70, 80, you're gonna look back at your life like not that many things happened, because this is the system they program you in, all this dumb shit. And they have to program you that way because they have to have you working at their shitty ass jobs for 40 years so you don't feel bad for it. So you see what I'm saying? So they're not going to program you, but by the time you get to that age, you're going to understand like, damn, time went by actually quicker than I expected. And then you're not even going to really grasp and comprehend the shit. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta know what the fuck you're doing. And then next year, it's going to get even worse. Like I said, with these planets, everything's going to be going extremely fast. You guys better, all you niggas that are doing shit you're not supposed to be doing, stop doing it right now. Focus on what the fuck you need to be doing, whatever that is. Find something that grounds you, because that next year comes, man. I don't even have to tell you. You're just going to automatically want to do it, or you're just going to be very mentally like unhinged as a result of the energies, because you're not going to be able to keep up with shit. Even if you fuck off, you're not even going to be able to enjoy your fuck off because you won't even have time. That's why a lot of people are depressed and miserable, and they're just unhinged because they don't even have time to enjoy the bullshit that they do. So you only really have time to really work on self. And if you don't like to work on self and like the bullshit, you don't even have time to do that. You see what I'm saying? Maybe everything on the news is fake. It is, everything on the news is fake. It's either fake or it's orchestrated. And anytime something, like for example, if anything they show on the news is fake, everything they show on the news is fake. And if it affects you, that means somebody's doing it deliberately. So I can say something is gonna happen to you tomorrow, famous Mallow, and you're like, no, you don't even know who I am. But then tomorrow something happens to you. The reason something happened to you tomorrow is because I did something. So I knew where you live and I hid it behind your door and I cut your tire and it's flat. And then you say, oh, he is right. No, I'm right because I made it happen. I'm not right because like it's just you see what I'm saying? So anything on the news, everything on the news is fake. And if you feel the consequence or an action from what they said on the news, like for example, they said there was a so-called floaty virus thing. That's fake. But then in real life, they made it real by forcing you to stay inside, forcing you to wear that, forcing you to get that. So they that's the only reason in real life it matched the news, because there was a fucking another man in an office putting a lot of money and energy and time to make it happen in reality, because anything they show you on the news is fiction. So after they show it on the news, they have to spend millions of dollars. They have to spend time, energy, programming to make it into reality, because otherwise it wouldn't exist, because the shit is fake. It's just like saying, oh, a pink elephant on the news, and then you see a pink elephant in real life. If you see a pink elephant in real life, it's going to have a bunch of mechanical shit in it. It's going to be a stuffed animal or a pinata. You get my point? It's got to be something fake because it can't be real. So everything on the news is fake. And if it seems real in real life, that means a man is making it real by doing some fake shit. So it's all fake. The news, everything on the news is fake. There's nothing real on the news. Yeah, I watch the news sometimes just to see the stupid shit, and like, cause if you watch it sometimes, you can kind of see like what to not do and what to do. Well, not even really. You don't even need to watch the news, but I just like to see like the outlook of it to see like where the like because you can kind of see certain shit play out. Like they'll say certain things like, "Oh, don't do this," like just like a lot of shit. Like I don't want to give really too many examples and just go off track, but if you watch the news, you'll be sometimes you can watch the news and know what not to pay attention to based on what they're shoving down your throat. So, like everybody's talking about this on the news, you know that it's a psyop and don't pay attention to it. So that's why it's good to watch the news because that, and even then you got to be careful with that because they can do reverse psychology and make some shit. So that's why you got to still even really be careful because the news is all about just getting your attention because, like I said, these people are bored, they have no lives, and well, their life is like because they're like the epitome of having no life, but in a way where they like when you say somebody has no life, they don't do nothing. That's the regular bot who just stays at home. They have no life because they literally have nothing to do because they have all the resources and everybody's doing everything for them, so they don't do nothing but just sit on their ass. So like these people have no life, so they have all the time to keep to want to make a news article to make this real and to you see what I'm saying? And because the only job they have is to keep blood off their hands. That's the only job the people up top have to keep blood off their hands so they don't end up reaping what they sow. That's it. So everything they do, it all stems from not having blood on their hands, whether it be shadow banning, blocking narratives and hurricane or whatever. Like they'll do all this shit so they can like try to keep the blood off their hands by keeping people less aware and in fear and all this other shit. Because there's nothing for them to do. They're literally bored and just trying to keep blood off their hands. Like there's nothing to do. Like that's why when I see politics, it's kind of insulting. Like every time I see Donald Trump speaking or a politician speaking, it's very fucking insulting because it's just like somebody just killed your fucking family and then they go up and shake your hand and talk about how to make flambe steak. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know what just happened? Do you see that's the same thing. Every time I hear a politician, it's so insulting. Like, damn, they really think people are this dumb. Like, they really had Donald Trump come up on here or fucking, what's his name? That old ass piece of shit. Joe Biden. They had this nigga come on here and say, oh, I'm going to commune 37 sentences so nobody gets death row. Like, why the fuck do I care about a nigga on death row or not? Like, that's not my problem. Why do I care about a fucking migrant? That's not my fucking problem. All of this shit is shit you guys created. They can deal with that shit. The fuck? It's not like the human being can stop it or do whatever unless they come to their own awakeness. So why the fuck are you telling this other than a narrative? Like, why the fuck do you care so much what a human thinks about a migrant or a death sentence for somebody or a boy? Like, why do you, if the people don't have power, you don't give the people power? So obviously, it's just about fear. I'm not trying to inform people because anytime you try to inform yourself, they shadow ban this shit on the internet. So that because if they'll shadow ban me and I'm informing you, but then they'll tell you some shit saying it's to inform you. So that shows you it's not to inform you; it's just to put you in some negative state. Because they already just let you know we're not trying to inform you by showing proof by shadow banning people. Shadow banning is they don't want you to be informed. Why do you think they put that weak ass Wikipedia link? Because they don't want you to be informed. Hella it plans to be in Aries. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. You guys thought this whole isolation thing and this whole be to yourself and just competitiveness and you thought that was bad. It's about to get worse. It's gonna be a lot of fights because Aries is violence. Aries is war. So it's gonna be a lot of war and fights and violence and competition and people going at it and shit with each other. There's gonna be a lot of argument. That's on the low octave. That's not all of it, but looking at the world, most of the world is low. And there's going to be a lot of people who want to do things themselves. So mainstream music is going to not be popular as much. That's why a lot of people make their own music and they listen to their own music. Ain't nobody really listen to other artists like that no more. And it's going to get, once Neptune gets into Aries, as it gets deeper, and all that old like artists and shit aren't going to be the artists are going to be the people. Like everyone's going to want to make their own shit, do their own shit, and be about their own shit. It's crazy, man. The 2026 is gonna be a crazy year, but don't even look at it like just do what you got to do right now because whatever happens then is a result of what happens now. That's at the end of the day. That's what it ain't like something's gonna magically happen. Look where we're at right now. And remember, 2 years ago, everybody was Saturday Empire, but you see how it was in fluid motion. It didn't just things didn't just happen. You have to do something. So whatever you're doing right now is gonna be a result of that. Don't just sit there and be these planets and stuff and don't even let that shit make you not do something. Do whatever you got to do. That's what a lot of people in astrology will tell you, what's the wrong time? There's never a wrong time to do anything. Because if you let's just say you do something at the wrong time, if you do something at the wrong time and you stick with it until the right time to do it, by the time the right time comes, you're gonna be well up than if you just waited and started then. If you guys get what I'm saying. Like if you're supposed to start shit in Aries season and you started it in Capricorn season, yeah, it may not be the best time to start it, but if you stick through it and go through it, by the time you get into Aries season, you're gonna be on like step 3 of what you started versus starting step 1 in Aries season. And even though it's gonna start off good in Aries season because you initiated it and shit, nigga, you still on step 1. So you just have a good step 1 instead of a step 3 that's fucking good because you started in Capricorn. But the thing is, when you were in Capricorn, it probably was a hard step 1 and kind of shaky and shit. But by the time you push through it, so start whatever the fuck you want to. Don't wait for shit. Don't worry about this year and this the fuck all that shit. That's just to guide you and to let you know. Like to be honest, I look at astrology as just like I look at it mainly for any type of like lessons I need to be learning, negative situations I'm trying to avoid, or seeing something might come up. That's mainly what it is. As far as manifesting and getting the shit I want, and that has nothing to do with astrology. As far as for me, I don't use astrology for that. I use astrology mainly like for other shit than fucking everything else but fruitioning and manifesting for me. Because manifesting, fruitioning is mainly just being in alignment with self. And when you're in alignment with self and you live life, when the good things come your way, you'll notice that they end up on the alignment days that you probably would have chose if you were trying to use it. Like it just lines up. So that's what you got to always understand. Like don't look at astrology like it's something that you have to like use the fruition. I just use it mainly like I use it for like if I see a certain date, a certain square, a certain time, or this potentially could happen. So maybe I need to be careful and pull my energy back. I need to not do this or like. And even then, I don't even like to set up shit like that because, at least for me, what happens when like I try to set shit up on that this astrology day I'm gonna do this, it don't even work like that for me. I have to just be in alignment with self. I'm not saying that's how it is, but I have to just be in alignment with self. Like if I said, I'm gonna start this on that day, it like something happens other that makes me not even start that, and like I end up like it just doesn't work like that for me. See, I've been really, really motivated lately, and whenever I'm not doing anything, I'm just chilling. I feel I'm at an edge, especially. Yeah, probably the planets that make you feel motivated. I don't know. Yeah, why time with time speeding up? Yeah, I'm actually glad that time is speeding up, but I'm actually getting a lot done doing things. If you're not getting shit done, then it's probably like the worst time. You're gonna be those people complaining out, there's bills and then this and that and I can't do this and like shut the fuck up, bitch. It's not that serious. Like, dude, if once you're on your path doing your thing, then a lot of those problems shouldn't even really exist. Yeah, it's just craziness right now. Yeah, but next year's gonna fly. Cause remember, like I said, I remember last January. I was like, in January of this year, I was like, January came by quick. I bet you January 2025 is gonna come by even quicker. That's what I said. And lo and behold, we're already here. And it came by quicker than 2023 to 2024. So only imagine how next year's gonna be. That's why I say don't be just get your shit done right now before it gets too late. I don't want to say it gets too late, but it's just gonna get to a point where, because the way life works, life doesn't work like you think it is. Like there's always things happening in life. Because life is like like a lot of people will sit there and say, like, oh, the spirit doesn't want me to do this because it's gonna make because it's gonna make a mistake for me. Like if I go over here, the spirit told me don't go over here because something's gonna happen to me. Well, in reality, it's not really that something's gonna happen to you. It's the spirit, or you're gonna create something. So let's just say if you went over there, potentially something good could happen. But if your lesson is to not experience good, then it's gonna be negative. So if somebody else did it, it will be positive. So it's like it's just catered to you. Don't look at it like you see what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at it like it's catered to you. It ain't like, oh, that's bad. It's no, it's bad for you. And if you do it, it's gonna turn bad. But if somebody else did it, it ain't gonna turn bad. It ain't like you gotta look at it like that. Don't look at life like it's just so cut and dry or whatever. Black and white. Fuck. Just get the fuck out of me. I thought fucking Freddy Cougar was in here or some shit. Say right one of the possible shifts. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link one more time. You guys want? You guys can come in and ask your questions if you want, if you feel like it. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. Just wanted to get on live. I don't know. I'm at 10%, man. This is crazy. You see my phone? I think I might have to get a new phone battery or some shit. I had this phone for like a couple years. It's still a good ass phone though, for real. This phone like fucking well, it costs a lot of money when it came out, so it better be a good phone for as much as it cost 2 years ago. But yeah, man, we just gotta I don't want to say we, 'cause I don't want to put it that shit like we gotta do this. We already doing what we gotta do. There ain't nothing we need to be doing. Not saying we accomplished everything, but we doing what we doing right now. We're just gonna get us to where we need to get to. So you gotta look at it like that. You know, see, one of all the possible shifts. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about these shifts no more. I'm done with that. It's like all this shift shit. Like, because at the end of the day, we always going. There's many shifts, nigga. There's Saturn return shift. You got Mars return, Jupiter return. You got your birthday. You got difference. You got mental shifts. I went through a shift from this last 6 months when I did Qigong. I ain't the same person that I was before I did Qigong 6 months ago. Try to do 6 months of Qigong. You guys will see what I'm talking about. I can't really explain everything because it's really kind of like you have to experience it, but you just feel more. Your awareness and consciousness is enhanced. I don't want to say it's enhanced, but it's different. But that was a shift for me. But between these last 6 months, some people they didn't have no shift. They're just regular. That's why you see the world going in the same dumbass routine every day, while some people grow and you see what I'm saying. Like some people just do the same shit because not like, shifts is always happening. Yeah, there are big collective shifts. That's. I'm not gonna say there isn't, but even then, you gotta always keep in mind that like always shifts happening. Yeah. If anybody wants to join the link before I head out, I'll probably keep on going for a little bit. I think at 10%. I don't want it to fucking die. I probably end up I'm gonna just go until the thing dies. Be honest, and then I'll just call it a night after that. Yeah, I did my other session of Qigong, man. I missed yesterday was the first day I missed Qigong in 6 months. I only missed it because um I was just very like weak, not weak, but I just felt kind of like tired because I was on this was like my fucking 8 day, my 7 day, so it was like I haven't done that in a minute, and this was a dry fast, so this mind you, it wasn't no water, this was a dry fast. mind you. This one was a dry. That's probably what did it, because dry is very more intense. So I didn't drink water or eat nothing for 7 days. So that's why I was like, because before when I did a water, I have a little energy, but this was a straight dry that I did, and I was like, really like that shit because it cleanses you on a deep level. Yeah, I don't want to sound dumb for asking about how to use teeth. You just spray it in your mouth and that's it. It's like a little foam. And just you want to swish it for about like 4 minutes. It's not a dumb question because the stupid bastards on the fucking bottle, they say swish it for 15 seconds. Do not swish that shit for 15 seconds. Um, Maybe if it's your first time, do like 40 seconds. But I keep that shit in there for at least 3-4 minutes. But if it's your first, because the thing can be a little like when you first use it the first time, it makes your teeth very strong because that's how you can tell it's working. This is what I call it, Steel Bite Pro. The other one, because when you take these type of supplements, it makes your teeth feel like a steel because it's like it's really cleansing that shit. So yeah, because it says on the bottle it says for 15 seconds. They're retarded. 15 seconds ain't shit. Like you need to hold that shit in there for at least 3-4 minutes. If it's your first time, it may be a little intense. Do like 40 seconds, and that should be good. But 15 seconds, the fuck out of here. I don't know why they even put that. I was using 15 seconds for like a couple months after I started using it, and I switched it to like a minute, and then I'll switch. What I do sometimes is I switch it for a minute, spit it out, and then like wait 5-10 minutes, and then do it again, and it builds up on top of the other one, and it kills even more bacteria. And I knew it was working for me because when I had the blood infection, um, it kind of had problems with my hearing. Like my hearing was kind of muffled and shit. But when I took it, I noticed my hearing got clear, my eyesight got clearer, and everything. So that's how you could tell it really goes because there's certain herbs in it that help with blood infections and all that shit. From like one of the teeth, my teeth was rotten and shit. Because it takes a long time to heal the teeth. It's not because teeth is Capricorn, so Capricorn is a bitch. So it takes forever. It's Saturn, so anything that's the Capricorn is going to take a long time to heal. Like that's why the teeth take a long time to heal. They take a long time to rot too. Anything that takes a long time to heal takes a long time to suffer. So if you get an illness, the illness didn't happen overnight. It took years for the illness to come. That's why it takes so long to heal. Because if it takes a long time to heal, it takes a long time to get sick. People don't complain when it takes a long time to get sick, but they complain when it takes a long time to get healed. It goes both ways. Fuck, damn, shut the fuck up. Noisy ass shit. Yeah. I'm about to party. Yeah, man. I'm just sick of this fucking shit. I'm just sick of these motherfucking people, man. Like even this morning, I'm doing my fucking qigong. I'm fat ass Chinese bitch walking her ugly ass pit bull, smoking that nasty ass cigarette. Like, why are you around me smoking that shit with that ugly ass pit bull? I mean, dumb. It just the fact you have a pit bull makes me not even want to. That shows you you're a fucking stupid ass dumb bitch. That stupid dumb ass fake ass dog. I have a fucking. I go get a wolf to bite that shit and rip that shit apart. That weak ass pit bull. That shit ain't tough. Get a wolf to. That wolf will fucking maul the shit out of that fucking pit bull. Look at the pit bull as like a Gen Z who never experienced life, who went to the gym and built muscle, and then look at the wolf as a nigga who went to jail and prison and had experience and built muscle. That's what a pit bull is compared to a fucking wolf or a lion. Nigga, it's like it's all show. It ain't no substance to it. He going and then he. That's a perfect example what I was talking about earlier. Like a nigga that when you see a nigga who you because every time like it's just funny because I'll be going to the gym working out sometimes and then I could like there'll be people who come up to me and talk to me about like oh what do I do for my physique to get it like this and then I could tell if I'm not like you've been to prison before and be like how did you know because the type of energy he has. He looks like he's well seasoned, well rounded, and it's normal to talk to this person. You could tell they've experienced shit. But then when you see somebody like they have a lot of muscle, I could tell. Like in my mind, I don't say this, but in my mind, I'm like, you've been through trauma. You have validation issues. That's why you have all that muscle. It's not like you went to jail, you built it, or you play sports or nothing. No, you have validation issues because you have all that muscle, but you're still hella cringy. You're still weird as fuck. You try to sound like you have a deep voice. You know when you see like Gen Z, they try to sound like they have a deep voice, but they don't because they have validation issues and they don't want people to think that they're a bitch. So like, oh, I'm gonna sound deep, and then it comes off sounding like they got fucking ball and they throw. Oh, shut the fuck up, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like it's fucking retarded. You guys know this. Go look up a red pill Gen Z of like somebody like those self improvement type pages and see how like they come across. Like they come across like this is how a man. So, but that's not how a man. Like that's just a bitch ass nigga that has validation issues that hasn't fully spiritually healed and just had external representations to make them feel better. And once those dry up and the novelty rolls off, then that's when their insecurities are gonna come back again. That's why you see the niggas with the most muscle who be yelling and shit. Those are the ones with validation. They got what the fuck? The fuck is that red light? Stupid ass nigga. Yeah. Damn, my fucking battery going low. Fuck. I might switch this one. I want to continue reading some more of these comments. I want to get rid of my guys used to it. It's funny you said. I just got my dad some eye supplement the other day because he was having some eye issues. That's so interesting you said that. I'll send you a link to. I'll put a link on my comments of or in my community of what I sent my dad. Like I bought him some. It was something off Amazon. It was some supplement because I guess he has something wrong with his eyes. So he was about to go get surgery. I'm like, don't get no fucking surgery. At least try this before you get surgery. So yeah, I just bought him some. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. It's funny you asked that right when I said that. Just confirmation that what I got him is he needs and is gonna work. But it's a supplement. I don't forgot the name. They have. I don't even think they sell Eagle Eye no more. I looked it up. I can't find it. They must have killed the owner or some shit because he was killing people too much. Or I don't know. Because I don't see. I see the other ones though, and the other ones have good fucking reviews. Yeah, the other ones have good reviews. Yeah. And is this the same Ralph D's that made that fucking you made that TikTok of my one of my videos? That might be somebody else. I don't know if it's you or somebody else. I remember there was somebody who made like a TikTok video of me earlier this year. I think it was you. The Ethiopian kid. The dude from Ethiopia or something. He went to Ethiopia or something. I don't know if it's you or not. I think it is. Yeah, okay, he said yeah, it's him. Yeah, alright. I hadn't seen you in a minute and I'm like, it kinda reminds me of him, but I thought it was somebody else because the profile picture. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Ralph Deeds. Yeah. I'm gonna upload that. I think I'm gonna upload that again. I have to go find it. I know it's on. I didn't delete it. It's on one of my phones. Probably on this phone or the other phone. I have to go back in my thing. Let me go get my other phone. I might have to switch phones. Oh man. Oh, damn it, man. Damn, I swear to fucking. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. If it runs out of battery, I'm about to go on my other phone. Probably once I start talking about something deep, then it's gonna decide to cut off. That's how fucking retarded this shit is. Yeah, but shit, if anyone wants to join the link before I head out, yeah, I know some people don't feel like joining this shit because it's just too stressful, or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but if you want to get rid of your glasses, you can get rid of your glasses. It's like I won't say it's easy, but what I'll say you do is just fast, do yoga, take herbal supplements, cleanse the body, eat healthy, and then your glasses will slowly. Your eyesight will get better. Don't look at it like your eyesight's gonna get better overnight. Look at it like, let's just say you're wearing 2.5 glasses. As you get better, you may end up only needing 2.0 glasses, and then 1.8. Then you won't need them. Like look at healing like that. You're gonna Don't look at it like overnight healing. Don't look at it like you're gonna get a little better, and then eventually you're not gonna need it. It's not an overnight thing, but you can get rid of your glasses. You don't need them unless you have like some type of like, I don't know, some like physics, somebody cut an optical nerve or some shit and it's severed, or some type of like disability. And even then, you probably can heal it. But I don't see how you couldn't heal. Yeah, I've known people who got rid of glasses before. It's possible. There's stories of that, so you can get rid of it. They're gonna obviously be dumbass people that are gonna make you feel like, oh, you can't get rid of it. Like the stupid bitch said, you can't get rid of your cavities. You can't get rid of your root canals. Like, why didn't I not have to spend over fucking $5 grand on root canals, bitch? Because I either would have to spend $5 grand plus on that shit, or my teeth would have fell the fuck out. My teeth haven't fell the fuck out. So something happened because I still didn't spend that fucking money because I didn't have it at that time to spend it, nor I gotta fucking spend it out of your fucking mind. And it's stupid. And then I remember when I was at the dentist once, I went there fucking for my teeth was. This is when my teeth was really hurting and shit. And I didn't know what to do, so let me just go to the stupid ass dentist, bitch ass dentist. They closed his office down, probably because he wasn't making no money, because he's a lame ass dentist. Because I went by there like about a year ago, because I was going around that area, and they closed it down. And I remember the stupid bitch assistant was like, I'm telling her like, oh, my back of my teeth is hurting. There's a black spot, and I think it's a cavity. This bitch is talking about your chips, your lip is a little bit chapped. Did you use chaps? We have chaps. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like you talk, and it's like and the way she was saying it, because one thing about a lot of these doctors and assistants, they want to seem like they're actually doing something. They want to seem important, so they'll like tell you something about you that you already know, and when you don't validate them, they think that you know more than them. You see what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about my chap lip, bitch. I'm not gonna validate you. You're a weak ass assistant. You can't get to the bottom of the root cause of it. This is why you're a cheap, low budget Obamacare dentist. You're not premium because you're shit. So don't sit here and try to say something and have me validate you. And when I don't validate you, you look at me like I know more than you. Well, I do know more than you when it comes to the dentist, because first of all, it's my fucking teeth. I'm feeling the pain. And the second of all, bitch, you didn't come to my conclusion, so I obviously know more than you. Even though well, at least right now at that point I didn't, because I didn't heal it, but right now I do because my shit is healed. But the bitch was like fucking retarded, talking about my chapped lip. What the fuck you talking about my chapped lip for? And I came in here for a problem with my teeth. And then when you don't validate it, like, oh, it's because of this. Like, the doctors are the most dumbest fucking shit ever. And everybody, I can't really get too mad because every doctor I had gone to was unlike Obamacare. Like, it was a free insurance. I never went to no premium insurance doctor, so I don't think like that's what it was. Like, these are the doctors who went to like fucking DeVry University, ITT Tech, or they failed the test. They failed the test too many times, and they had to take it like 3-4 times before they passed it. And they barely passed it with like a C minus. Those are those type of doctors. Like, you don't want them to work on you. They're fucking retarded. They have an ego. So they're not trying to get you better. They're just trying to solve a case so they can feel good. And when they don't solve a case, it gets them upset. So when you say, well, that's not what's going on, or it still hurts, then they have to be like, they look at you like it's something wrong with you because you're insulting their ego. Like, anytime when a doctor tells you what your problem is and you tell him that's not the problem, that's a huge insult, because you're pretty much calling him a fucking idiot, because he is, because he's a doctor. He's supposed to heal you. And
he just told you what needs to be healed and you just said it didn't work. So that's an insult, and then they get upset, and I didn't know that at first. So when I was talking, like they're getting like talk, they're like having this tit for tat angry energy, and I'm not even trying to argue. I'm just telling you like what it is. Like that's not what it is, and like they like looking at me and having an energy like, oh, you must have a degree. They don't say it, but like they have an attitude with you, and I came to find out it's because like you're pretty much exposing like they don't know shit because they probably went around other dumbass people who didn't know shit and they just believe their crap. But when they come around somebody that does know shit and exposes how they went to DeVry University and failed that test, it brings up that trauma and then they get upset. That's all it really is. That's why I don't fuck with these doctors. They're fucking retarded. All about validation issues. And I'm about to hold on, guys. I'm about to switch this shit up. My phone's about to die right now. It's at 1%. Maybe I can switch it up before I can. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Oh, somebody's gonna join. All right, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna join back in. I'm gonna join back in. My phone's about to die right now. It's at 1%. Damn, taking forever. This phone's a little slower. All right, what's going on? What's up? Hello? Yeah, I don't know what happened. You there? Yeah, I don't know. You just join back in. Something might have happened to the connection. Probably because I logged off or something, but yeah. All right, he joined again. All right, what's good with it?
Hey
What's
man,
up?
hey, yeah man, yeah man, well, oh yeah, well I would say like, well, on this Christmas day, and for the record, I just had we got a new phone, and just testing out, 26-hour battery life, you know, so I'm just testing this out.
Okay, okay. What phone? What kind of phone?
Yeah, it's like it was a Zen phone, 11
Okay,
Ultra. I think,
okay.
yeah, like it was like at 900. Then I caught the Black Friday sale, got it down for like like 649, something like that.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I said, I just
yeah,
catch the cell, man. So I just it said it had
yeah,
good battery, 26 hour battery. Yeah.
yeah.
So
It
I said,
looks more, yeah, it looks more clear than the other video, so I could tell. So yeah, what's
oh,
good?
oh,
What's
like the other
good?
phone, like
Yeah,
the other phone I had before, you could tell the difference.
yeah, I could tell the difference a little bit more clear. I could hear you a little better too. The other one was
Oh
kind of
wow, yeah.
slow.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, like that's good, man. Yeah, I just you for a backup, just in case if my other phone
okay,
died. 'Cause I had it for like what 4 years now. But
yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay.
so I just caught the backfire. I said, man, this
Yeah.
this
So
got
what?
it.
Go.
And,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was so say about like this Christmas and like the same old stuff. People buying presents and all that stuff. Like it's the same stuff, and
Yeah,
like
bro, that's crazy. What the fucking?
yeah,
I'm surprised people still buying, wasting money on presents and shit. Like that's ridiculous. Like
yeah,
first of all, if I'm in any situation with somebody and they're offended, I didn't get them a fucking present. Then like I don't, you have to like analyze like who that person is. Like how am I fucking even
yeah,
in your life? Like how am I dealing with you? Like what the fuck? If you tripping over a present and me not getting you a gift, that's a problem. Like this is why like a lot of like niggas they get in relationship with a lot of women in situation because they don't. You gotta always look at the moral and principle of a person you're with. Somebody
yeah,
who's into certain shit, you don't need to be around at all. If you gotta, that's why you gotta always vet people out.
yeah,
Anybody who's into religion, into Christmas and holidays, and they're into not eating healthy, why would you want
yeah,
to be with these people? Because even if you have kids with them and then they take your kids away from them, their kid is going to be subjected to all that bullshit. And by the time he becomes 18, he's going to be a fucking retard and probably be like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have no connection or nothing because the other person just fucked him up. So like that's why I
yeah,
don't like I don't get how people wait just celebrate this shit. It's ridiculous. Like it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a repeat. Like every year that people do the same stuff. Like they could buy the presents and stuff. They could
Hmm.
get that stuff anytime, man. Like anytime. Why gotta be
Yeah.
on a specific date?
Yeah.
That's
Exactly
what I
and
don't
shit.
understand. You can tell like these
And,
people are
and, and
programmed.
not
They
only
go
that,
by the system.
not only that, they
Yeah,
have you say all the presents that you buy your kids, they have you say some fat pedophilic piece of shit diabetes ass nigga in a red suit bought it. So you work hard all these years just to tell your kids that you didn't buy those gifts. It was some fat, big belly pedophile ass nigga coming down the chimney. First of all, some niggas coming down a chimney. Why don't you just shoot the motherfucker? Because like, why is he coming down a fucking chimney with gifts? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird. And then you're gonna say all your hard work went to some Masonic ass pedophile nigga. Like, why are kids even sitting on his fucking lap? That's hella weird. Like, why can't they just
yeah,
put a chair in front of him or whatever? Like, you don't sit on the boss's lap when you have a meeting and you're asking him how to give you a raise. You sit in a chair and you talk. So, like, why do they have it with children? And like, it's not like it's the Santa Claus is the family. So, this is how you could tell because a lot of those people who sign up to be Santa, like they're into. That's why there's a lot of old white men because they're like into that shit. So not all, I'm not gonna say all, but like most of them are into that shit. So they that's a way for them to get their shit off while legally. So that's why they sign up to be Santa and shit. And there's always some fat ass motherfucker. Like, how is it fucking celebrated to be a fat bear belly ass nigga? That makes no sense.
yeah,
That's why I never
yeah,
really respected that whole shit. And it's funny how you'll see people talk about, oh, when I remember when I was a kid and they told me Santa wasn't real, and like I forgot. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the time, like, because I don't even believe I even believed in that shit really, if I can recall. Because I don't remember a time somebody told me Santa was real and I was shocked. I don't remember that fucking time. But I think I did remember a time my parents told me, well, somebody comes down, and I was like probably 4, and I probably believed in it at that point. But then like, once I was like 6, 7, I just forgot about this shit. I just assumed like it's just gifts, and like
yeah,
I didn't give a fuck, nigga. Like shit,
yeah.
it's
You're
crazy.
right. Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, like yeah, it's crazy when you think about it. Like, just like for example, like well, to go back to your point about the like the kid sitting on lap. Yeah, that is like kind of weird. The kid sitting on a
Yeah,
Santa lap.
and then people
That's
go. Yeah, I don't know. We just live in a crazy
you know,
world.
yeah, I
It's,
know. You just said I was gonna bring up Halloween, just like Halloween. Like a kid, you was going to people's doors and dressing up and saying trick or treat and getting the candy, and then hearing people say, "Oh, watch! Oh, we gotta check the candy because it could be razor blades or they could put stuff in the candy." When I was a kid, I wasn't thinking like I was wondering what
the way I look at it is
like
if
you
they,
could
if,
how about you buy your own candy? Just
exactly,
I'm thinking that buy your own candy. Go ahead and worry about the razor blades or
and,
whatever.
and the way I look at it like if there's a grown man that has a mentality to want to put razor blades in candy for kids, I'm like, okay, who the fuck is like at the end of the day, like, how did that shit even get created? Like, how did that mentality get created? Like, what the fuck does society do to that individual on a mental basis to get that? Because that's not no normal human shit. So when I see a human being wanting to put blade in the candy, I'm looking at like, what the fuck did this system do on a mental level to
Yeah,
society to make some people want to come up to that conclusion? Like, that's some crazy shit. So it's not about just, don't get me wrong, the person needs to get in trouble, but it's
yeah,
like, okay, well, why are people this fucking retarded? That's not normal. So somebody had to like, he had to get it from somewhere. And so I was like, that's why I said like
yeah,
this fucking like, and then nobody looks at it like that. They just look at it like, oh, dude, this person needs to go to jail, which okay they do, but where did he get that shit from?
yeah,
That shit ain't normal.
yeah. No, yeah, yeah.
And
And that got me thinking about that. It got me thinking about the recent story. I saw a story about some guy got arrested. Like he was recording himself spraying bug spray on produce in Walmart, like
yeah,
on like bananas and all that. Like we was like a bug spray, hot shot, like bug spray, bed bug
yeah.
spray.
Well,
Yeah,
one thing about me though is when somebody does a crime like on the internet and the authorities and the police are already dealing with it,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck about it. So when I see other
yeah,
people keep talking about it, I have to look at it like these are very damaged people who just have to make themselves feel better to see somebody else causing misery on others or somebody just trying to get clout and make money. Because I don't really give a fuck. At the end of the day, the police got the person. So if they caught
yeah,
the person and he's under arrest, I don't. So like people, I don't know why people keep speaking about it like it's something like. That's why I said
yeah,
this whole shit is just it's all entertainment, really. But then at the
yeah.
same
That's what I'm
time,
saying. Yeah,
when you try to entertain it, they say, "Oh, it's hysteria." It's like, bitch, don't. How can I take it serious if you're talking about it? And so, imagine somebody ate the fucking fruit and they were traumatized from it. And you keep talking about the shit. The police is already dealing with it. It's like, why you even keep talking about it unless you're just trying to get clout or you're just a very miserable person who just wants to keep talking about something? Because you got to understand, like the reason a lot of those stories they go big because shit like that happens every day. But then
yeah, yeah. No, yeah,
they put certain stories out to get public opinion and shit, and then people eat that shit up, and it's like, who really
yeah. I
gives a
know,
shit?
right?
Really,
Yeah,
like if the nigga's in trouble, like I don't really care. Like I don't. That's why I don't even talk about shit like that, because it's like,
yeah,
why it doesn't matter to me. That shit's already situated. The police is dealing with it. They already fixed it, so the shit's really resolved. Anybody that
yeah,
wants to talk more about it, they're just trying to make money, which I guess I guess it's good. They're trying to make their money, but if they just
yeah,
trying to make their money, then and you say, well, I could talk about it. I'm trying to make money. Then why do you complain about these elites and their taxes and how they overtax you and inflation and they need to rate? Bitch, they trying to make their
yeah,
money off you, dumbass. Like it's the
yeah,
same thing, but then it's okay for you to do it. That's why I say it's all fucking retarded. All it is just it's
yeah.
stupid.
No,
I can care. I can give a fuck about really like any of that. But I heard about that story. Some dude did it. You know,
yeah.
it's like,
I was gonna say like, yeah, he could have did that without recording, and nobody would know about it. Nobody would know about
but the thing is, he did it because he's just trying to get famous. It's like I said, it's like people the people that are hating on him and talking all this shit are the people who egged him on to do it. Like no one's gonna do something. If we lived in a society where people have common sense, he will be ashamed to put that on the internet. The fact that he wasn't ashamed to do it shows you how stupid social media is. Because no one's gonna go. You're not gonna go and fucking do some embarrassing shit that you know people are gonna look at you dumb. You're not gonna go rub shit on your fucking. Well, some people will, but like there's just things you know you're not gonna fucking do. But so for him to
Yeah,
even do that, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's mentally ill, but his audience and everybody talking about that subject, they're mentally ill because they're part of that fucking problem. Like anybody who has anything to say about him, negative or positive, they're part of that problem, and like fuck them too, and as well as him. So like I can, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even say like I really don't even give a shit to be honest, because that's really not
yeah,
even my problem. It's not in my issue. That's not affecting me. Shit happens
yeah,
every
right.
fucking day. Like I have my own shit to worry about. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like as long as it's not shit that I ate or somebody I'm cool with ate, like I don't really give a fuck, really. Like
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like it's crazy because these news outlets, they want you be fixated on pointless stuff that don't matter. Like it
yeah,
doesn't relate to
it really don't matter. And to be
you.
honest, if niggas was eating less and eating healthy and not being a breatharian, then that wouldn't have been an issue. So
Yeah,
that's how I'm looking
yeah,
at it. Like, and I'm not
yeah,
saying you have to or other people. That's why I
yeah,
just said I don't give a fuck about it because I'm not even on that vibration of going to a grocery store and needing to eat just so consistently. Where that's the problem with this person. I can give a fuck. That's not my world. Like that's people who eat and they consume and they shop at Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart. Unless I'm about to give me unless I'm about to give me a cheap ass electronic or like a TV or something that's cheap or like a phone. But
yeah,
I don't shop at no cheap ass Walmart. That cheap ass food. That shit get me fucking sick. That great
yeah,
value shit. So that's
yeah,
not my thing.
yeah, right, yeah, 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 right, man. I remember you said like one of the streams, like I remember you were talking about like these news store like news stations like they want to tell you about a war going on. You going to work or you doing your own thing, but they want to let you know, oh, it's a war going on, and you was like, go handle it, go handle it. This is your country, this is your system. Why the hell are you telling me? And I was just laughing,
For
man.
real, like,
But you're right, you're right, you're right,
yeah, because like they'll tell they anytime the people want to act like they know something that they don't want them to think they know, they'll say, "Oh,
yeah,
you don't know shit. Go sit down. Where's your degree? Where's this?" Where like the people's voice don't matter, but then for some reason it obviously matters when I need to start talking about what some influencer did to expose him. Then my opinion matters. Like get the fuck out of here. You can't pick and choose that shit. When it comes to inflation going down, or how about not fucking I don't know, like stealing people's money and shit that they work for, then
mm,
it's not that my voice doesn't matter. But my voice somehow matters when it's fucking airing out somebody or exposing somebody that who really gives a fuck about. Like, and all that shit is really just all. Anytime you see all that exposing shit and all that shit, it's all miserable people just wanting to see other. Because you gotta understand, most people in this world are very miserable, and they
yeah,
don't have the capacity to get their life better. So what human beings do is human beings they cope. So when they cope, they do whatever. Some people go to therapy, some people do drugs, some people watch negative videos online and use an
yeah,
excuse that oh they help me or they trauma bond. Like that's all it really is. So I can't take any of that. I can't take people serious at all when I see shit like that. It's like I don't get it.
yeah. I know, like it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. Wow. Yeah, like people just man, they just out of there, man. They just out of there, and I
Like,
understand they need a lot of stuff to cope, and that's why it's so fixated on TikTok or whatever other social media,
yeah,
and
it's the thing.
yeah,
Because some people don't have the capacity. They'll tell you, oh, people have the capacity to get their life together and shit, which they do, but at the same time they don't. Because some people are so far lost that they're gonna have to come back and repeat it a lot of times. So some people they're so based on their mentality and their intellect, they literally can't get it done this life, or it's too late for them. So they have to just suffer and at that point, all they can really do is cope. Because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that everyone can make it this time. Some people like their karma so bad that they have to live a whole fucking lifetime just suffering, and that's their spiritual mission in this life. Is just fucking suffering until they do a few lives, and then they're able to get back on track. So they have to go through human shit. So when you're at
yeah,
that state, you just want to cope and be a fucking demon, and you're it's like it's crazy. That's really all it is. And most people are on that frequency. It
yeah,
makes them feel better about their life. where they're at right now. Some like a lot of people have lives that they don't like and they don't want to change it or they can't change it based on certain circumstances and or at least right now they can't change it. Because I'm not saying you can always change your situation. The spiritual community will tell you, oh, you can change your situation, which you can, but it could take 10,000 years to change a situation. You could change locks on a door. It could take an hour, it could take 30 minutes, it's how long, but the longer it takes, the more harder you're gonna probably push it off and say fuck it. So a lot of people in a state where they can't change it, they lack the competency and they're literally stuck in their hell for a long period of time. They'll get out of it, but they may be stuck for a few lifetimes or a long time. They may know it or not, but it's gonna play out as them just not doing shit and being a fat ass slob that just likes to see other people like downfall because they gotta understand like a lot of people they want to be an influencer, they want to be in a position, and since they can't and they've never been there, when they see somebody fall they love that because it's like you're bringing them back lower than their world. But the thing is, though, is like you don't want to do that because there's always going to be somebody that's up above you. So now, after you see that person fall, the universe is going to put somebody else that's going to be flexing even harder, and you're going to be envious and hate that person, and then you're just going to be in your own hell, and then that person's not going to fall, and you're going to be waiting for them to fall like this person, and then now you're going to be even more fucked up. Whereas, just fucking get your shit together, and you won't even have to worry about all that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking
right, yeah,
stupid.
yeah, but yeah, right. You know, the people out here they want to, you know, they miserable. And they want to take you along the ride.
Yeah, because you would think the way like people act, you would think people are happy that he sprayed spray. Like there'll be times like a girl will get raped, and then they'll be like, oh, he raped the girl, he raped the girl. I'm like, damn, like, are you happy the bitch got raped, or are you like you're like they want the bitch to get raped, they want the child to get hurt, so the person can go to jail. See, I knew you did it. It's like that's how sick people are. That's how you can tell somebody's damaged because they act like they care, but they really don't. That's why the social media shit is very like it's really fucked people's minds up. And
Yeah,
at the end of the day, everyone's gonna reap what they sow, and it already playing out. That's why you see a lot of people. Like this is why I say like I feel like the government is like is a problem, but a lot of the problems people experience from the government, such as inflation, taxes, and injustice, is the result of their own ignorance, and it allows the government to be able to do it a lot more easier because a lot of people deserve what they get. So if you're a piece of shit, you deserve piece of shit treatment. So when the government does it, it's easy for it to fruition and manifest because you're an idiot and you believe it and you deserve it. So this is why like a lot of people get fucked over by the system and unjust in reality, and it's like yeah it's fucked up, but at a time like they actually because you have to take some responsibility unless you want to say the government is god and they can control they can't control shit. You have to take some responsibility and people don't do that. So that's really what's going on.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's their fault, man.
Yeah, but and then I don't even really give a fuck though, to be honest. Not my problem.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
'cause at the end of the day, I'm the reason I'm speaking this. I'm just speaking this to tell you guys. I can give a shit. Like I heard about the story, but I don't really give a fuck about it.
yeah,
It's not my problem.
yeah,
Not that I
yeah,
don't give a fuck based upon like I just it's not my problem. Like if it was
yeah,
something to do with me, at least if I was gonna get some money from it, then I would speak about it. But if I'm not getting no money, if at least for money, and then I'm not speaking about shit, and even then I probably wouldn't speak about it, depending on how much money it is. Like if it's not like 100,000 or something or close to that at minimum.
yeah, yeah. A lot of stuff you see, man, online, it is it's like a waste, man. It's like a waste of time, and
Yeah, they have to because they got everybody in a situation where everyone's broke, bored, depressed. So there's
yeah,
nothing to do but be on the internet. So now they can. This is another way for them to make money. This is why they have ad revenue and you get views for clicks because now the more depressed, miserable people that stay on the internet all day, the more money they make. So this is why there's like an agenda to keep people depressed and oh, all men are single and at home and just want to stay home. Like, no, bitch, that's just your own depressed thing. Like they want to make it like it's a narrative, so it can for a lot of reasons, but one of them is so it can get you because a lot of the internet is made money by clicks, views, and you attention on the internet. And anybody with a real fucking life that's doing something, they're not going to be on the internet that long, or they're going to use it sparingly, or probably watch a few things. But if you got the average depressed Gen Z, who watches like 20,000 TikTok videos every fucking day about the same fucking shit, then that's is creating revenue and ads and clicks and
Yeah.
attention, and it's building a lot of fucking like it's building profiles and shit because those people, because if people weren't on that frequency, then that energy will be elsewhere. This is kind of reason, like I said before, this is kind of one of the reasons why the system is like kind of like collapsing in a way. Like not as many people want to work, and then even when they do, is the productivity isn't there, and then therefore it plays out like in taxes. They have to charge more taxes, inflation, the quality of products, all of that shit.
Uh,
So it all it's like a huge, like, shout out to Speak Your Mind, a huge domino effect.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It is crazy, man. Like, damn.
Yeah, it
Well,
ain't my
man.
it ain't my problem. Don't look at it as your problem. Like I can give a fuck
No.
to be honest. Like even when I see like because people say, oh, this happened, this person got robbed, this kid got abused. You need to feel like shut the fuck up, nigga. I don't give a fuck, and I don't say that out of disrespect because what if you're gonna have an emotional sentiment about it, what are you doing? If you're not doing nothing but going back to your regular fucking average regular life, then you're not going to make me feel depressed, happy, sad, or anything about anything. Unless we're about to do something and get something from it, then you're not making me feel any type of way. I can give a fuck about what the fuck happened. Like for real, that's not none of my business. Let the police take care of it. Don't they pay them bastards to fucking arrest people and throw them in fucking the prison and do what they got to do and try them and shit? Like that's none. I don't care. That's nothing to do with me. Those
Yeah.
aren't my people. That isn't my shit. That's not my situation. They said, "Oh, it can happen to you, bitch. $1 million could happen to you. What happened to Elon Musk and him being a billionaire and all that? That could happen to anyone, right? Because he's a human and he got $1 billion, so it can happen to you. Why don't you think like that? But if it's something negative, then you got to sit there and say, "Oh, it could be you." Shut the fuck up. Like people will sit there like, "Oh, don't say that because you can attract it. Don't say that that person died. Don't play with death because you could invite death." But then when you say, "I'm rich, I'm a billionaire," oh, he's capping, he's a liar. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm the smartest person I know everything, and I'm the richest person in the world, and I mean that. And no
Yeah.
one could tell me because if I said something negative, like I'm gonna go and kill A, B, and C, or I'm gonna kill myself, or I'm gonna say something negative, then motherfuckers will be like, "Oh, that's negative. You shouldn't say that. You can invite that energy." Okay, I'm gonna say something positive, and I'm gonna invite that energy, and I do, and it works. So that's why I'm the richest person in the world. Nobody has more money than me. I'm smarter than everyone, best looking, best every fucking thing, best physique, best everything. And you should say the same about yourself. I don't say this like I'm better than you. I just say because this is what I say to me. You should say that to yourself too.
Mm.
Who the fuck says you can't? Tell me who said you can't. Anybody that says, "Oh, you can't say that," they got that from some type of Masonic programming through education. Because let's face it, everyone's a fucking dumbass. Ain't nobody fucking got some info. Everybody went to goddamn education in high school and all that stupid shit. Nobody's pulling anything from anywhere. Anytime you say, "Oh, this, and that," "Oh, you need to do," that's a moral and principle that's created by this system that you learn from. It ain't your fucking own idea.
Mm.
Don't let anybody tell you how to fucking, especially if it's a stupid bot that doesn't have shit to prove and they're not even they're still trying to figure it out. Like how you trying to figure it out and you trying to tell me what's this and that? Like that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't, man. Mm, mm, It don't
That's
make no
why at
sense
this
at all.
point I don't even reason with anybody. I say what I say, do what. If you look at me like I'm crazy, if you look, I don't give a fuck. If you're not paying my bills, you're not doing nothing to me. You can look at me however the fuck you want. At the end of the day, if I sit there and trip over how you look at me, that's just me wanting to appease your thoughts and your feelings, aka your ego. I give a fuck about that shit. I'm trying to not even give a fuck about my own fucking thoughts and feelings. So what the fuck makes me think I give a fuck about yours? I can give a shit about mine. And when I do have them, I try to. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy, but there's times I don't even give a shit about my thought and feelings. So I'll be damned before I give a fuck about yours. I probably actually hurt you or something if you try to make me care about yours so much.
Yeah.
Like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
gonna tell me shit like in terms of how I need to do this or that. I don't have to explain myself for a reason. If you want to look at me like I'm crazy, go ahead. But the
Yeah.
funny thing is, all the people who look at me like that or say that they don't have no influence for their opinion to mean nothing in my life. So fuck them.
Yeah.
They don't have no influence. So if you have no influence, you just a fucking regular bum ass nigga who works at the chum bucket flipping burgers all fucking day. You can't tell me shit with your opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like yeah, yeah. You're right, man. Yeah, like you can just focus on your life, and you don't have to worry about none of this, like none of these distractions, man. Because
For real.
that's what y'all.
Unless I choose to, and aka they're gonna pay me to do it, or I'm gonna get something from it. So,
Yeah,
and even then, I won't even entertain. But at least at that point, you're getting something from it, and then you can just take it in and dish the energy when you're done with it. But like for me to just care about something, you're not gonna make me give a shit about anything. And then they'll try to make you feel bad, or they'll even try to say you are the type of perpetrator or suspect as who they're trying to make you feel bad. Like, oh, you don't feel bad, you must be that. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like that's a demonic trick. They get you.
yeah,
It's like somebody telling you. So that means if a rich person said, I have a Lamborghini and I have $1 million, and I said, I don't care about it, that means I must be a millionaire because I don't care about it. So only a broke ass, miserable piece of shit should be happy about a Lamborghini. Like, people are so dumb. They only look at it from a negative perspective, not from a holistic perspective. They only would do one side, not all the side. That's why I say most people are just full of shit. It just shows you how mental ill the society is. And then like I come up and I'll say certain shit and act a certain way, and then somebody will probably, oh, he's like at these trolls, oh, he's mentally ill, he's this or he's that. But it's like, bitch,
yeah,
everyone's mentally fucking ill. Ain't nobody on this world it's insane. First of all, for your spirit to even create this type of stupid ass body with a nervous system and all this shit, you have to be kind of in a low state. I'm not saying it's completely bad, but you have to be kind of on a fucking dumb state to even create a vessel like this. So, first of all, if you start there, you could say every human's stupid. Because really, like, this shit is flawed, like, as fuck. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be kind of in a stupid state to even come up with the creation of a human body at a certain level, a certain low state, if you even want to start there. So if you're a human, you're a fucking idiot by default. And that's not to say that's bad, and because we're growing and evolving. That's what evolving is, getting from an idiot. That's why in first grade you were dumb, and well, you always done because of education, but when you were 8 years old you were dumb, but in 20 years old you're more smart because you evolved. It's not like, oh, when you were 8, oh, I hate being 8 and this and that. It's like, no, you evolved from it. So this is a stage.
yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah. Like you evolve from that, you know, certain stages, you
For real.
know. Yeah,
Shit's crazy. But
yeah, no, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, like, damn, yeah, yeah. That's crazy, man. Like, but I see how these people are, man. Like, they just, even though, like, you know, like if you're at school with like if you go to school, like if you were at school with these people, whatever we call them, bots or whatever, they grow up just like you. Like you said, it's like we growing and evolving, but that only applies to certain people. Like
no,
these people.
everyone's
Yeah,
growing and evolving.
yeah, yeah,
Even if you go through a horrible experience and you just not doing, you're still growing and evolving because eventually you're going to learn from that. But so you can't, anyone could grow and evolve. Like, it's growing and evolving don't really take anything. It just, you want to do it in the right way. It's like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
you want to grow and evolve in an efficient way, not in a
yeah,
fucking way that's slow and it causes a lot of pain and it's grueling and it's a waste of time and you experience shit. But everyone's growing and evolving.
yeah. But I'm talking
It's
like
just
on
like
a,
you saying we all grow up in age. You
yeah,
see some 40-year-old men that are retarded and some 40-year-old
yeah,
men who are smart. Some 40-year-old men who act like 10-year-olds and some 40-year-old
yeah,
some you have 40-year-old men who act autistic and retarded as fuck. They can't even wipe their own ass without a caretaker. That's a 40. He grew and evolved, but he's a fucking idiot. So we're all growing and evolving, but one's just a fucking idiot who needs a caretaker to wipe his ass, and one isn't. So you see what I'm saying? But because a 40-year-old who's an autistic fuckhead who needs somebody to wipe his ass, he's grown more than me on a certain level. That's why I don't have a gray hair like him in a middle balding spot.
Yeah.
So he's grown more in that area, but he's still a fucking idiot. So we're always growing on all levels. It
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all experience.
I remember you said like you supposed to grow. You're supposed to like age younger and not older.
Yeah, you're supposed to age younger,
Yeah. I
look
remember you said
younger.
that. I
Like
remember you saying.
if you
Yeah.
look at my videos, I look younger than I did in 2021. I looked more
Yeah.
older and I had more wrinkles and different shit. Like I look more
Yeah.
younger than. I'm not saying I look the youngest. Like I'm obviously still evolving, but compared to like 3 years ago, I feel like I look younger.
Yeah. Cause you said you was on 32. I'm surprised you 32 because I'm 33. I didn't know I was
Yeah,
1 year older than you. I thought you was like a little
I
younger than that.
didn't know you were 33. I thought you were actually like fucking. I knew actually. I
What?
knew you told me. I think you're like at least 30 or 29 or something. Because I know you're around my age. Because you said like you were
Yeah,
born like around 1990 something. But
yeah,
I didn't know you were.
1991. Yeah,
Yeah,
30. Yeah,
yeah,
33. I didn't know I was 1 year older than you.
yeah. You're
yeah,
supposed to grow younger. You're not
yeah,
supposed to grow older.
yeah. No, cause I remember last time someone a couple years ago. So I ran into a guy in high school, and he said I still look the same. He said, "Man, you still like you like 18." And back then I was like 28 or something like that. Yeah,
Damn.
he was surprised though. He ran into me. He said, man, you look the same. I said, oh, that's why you recognize me. Like I was in the street. He said, man, you still like you 18, man. I said, well, I
Yeah.
don't smoke, drink, or none of that. He said, that's fine. I said, man, he was surprised.
I don't even think it's because
Yeah,
smoking drink. Because when I was back in the day, I was smoking and drinking and taking pills and shit like painkillers. So I don't even think I know. I think it's just the mentality. Because they
oh
even
yeah,
say
probably that.
but
Yeah,
black don't crack and the black. But at the same time, I seen some white people. Like this one white dude, he was 40. I thought he looked like he was in his late fucking 20s or something. He was like 40 something. And then people. This is when I was in county, and everyone was like, "Damn, you 40? Like the fuck you
yeah,
40?" And one thing I know is I think it's something to do with the mentality. And the reason why they say white people age horribly, it is due to that. But I'm thinking it's more like the mentality. Most white people are not. I'm not saying
yeah,
all. I would say like
yeah,
85 to 90% of white people are like very retarded and very surface level and grounded mental. So they're into science. Like science is their religion.
yeah,
So that type of mentality, it probably like that certain mentality will age you. So this is why you
yeah,
see more white people they age. I'm thinking because, and the reason I say this because I've seen white people that don't age as much, and I
yeah,
can't really like I can't say what their beliefs were because I didn't know them, but I've seen people motherfuckers. But from what I know, the white people I did see, they had a certain mentality that was different than the other ones that age the majority that age a lot quicker. So I'm thinking
yeah,
it's mainly a mental thing, and it could be that too. But I think it's mainly black people. We're more like the average black person is more not as we're more receptive and open to shit, which can be a good and bad thing.
yeah,
But I feel like the way our mind works, mainly that's why some black people don't age. But there are black people who do age. Because I seen this
yeah,
one dark skinned nigga, and this nigga's a piece of shit. And this nigga he looks his age. He's like fucking like 70. He looks his fucking age. And I remember like he just had an attitude. I think I told you at the store. I was in the Barnes and Noble, and I was spraying Lysol. I always spray Lysol on the
yeah,
table, not because of no bullshit virus, whatever. I do it because it's dirty ass people in this world. So I
yeah,
was spraying the fucking shit, and then he's like talking to me like he's my grandpa or my dad or like he's like somebody like he knows me. Like, hey, stop spraying that. Like you know how your dad like, hey, pipe down or like he's talking to me like he knows me and shit. Like I'm not like some grown ass, and I'm like I didn't even reason with him. That's why I take it. Don't even have to reason with anyone. I was like, nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to, nigga? I'm gonna knock this butt upside your fucking head. I said that hell loud, and then everybody knows like look in the whole Barnes and Noble, the security starts walking like, what's going on here? And like, you're not gonna just tell me to stop spraying. I'm like, you bitch ass thing. And then once I said that, he was all quiet. He just took his shit up and read and left. And then I'll say probably like 3 weeks ago, I seen this nigga, and the whole Barnes and Noble was crowded, right?
yeah,
I went and I sat down, charged my shit, and I was just chilling over there on my shit, right? After I came
yeah,
back from the mall. Dude, I didn't want to sit there, but it was the only place and it was crowded. I wasn't about to just go. I was like, I'm gonna just sit here. There was a plug there. You could use the plug. Right when I put my plug there, He seen me. He got right up. Right when that nigga got right up, I sprayed my spray as long as he was there. I didn't spray it in his direction, but I was spraying it around. He got hella, man. He didn't say shit. And I looked at him in his fucking face. He didn't even look at me. He's stupid ass. Like, don't talk to me like that.
Yeah. Mm.
And he and I are both lucky that he wasn't like an actual like threat. Like he was a threat, because I would have probably had to kill him or some shit, and I would have been in jail, or he probably would have got a gun and killed me, because it would have been bad. And I don't want it to get to that point, because if it gets to the point where like, because you can't fight everyone, but you can kill everyone if you can, and I don't want to get to that point.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. That's crazy, man. Man, like yeah, like but for me, man, like I try not to, try to avoid confrontation. But I just I'll speak for me, man. Like this me, I try to avoid confrontation, like or arguments as much as possible.
Yeah,
As
me
long,
too. Like when I tell you this story, you guys probably think like I'm out here just no. I don't. I'm like, you guys even see me. Remember, I was doing a
yeah,
live stream and the dude came up was talking to me, and I was talking to the
yeah,
dude and shit. Like I'm not like
I think I saw
I'm like
it.
cool like that. I'm not an asshole or nothing. It's just that
Yeah,
he just started it. Like I just matched the energy. That's all I do. I just matched the energy. He just came back, just talking to me like, and I was already pissed off that day. That's another thing. I was already upset that day over some other shit, and he just said some shit. And it was like, who the fuck you think you talking to? Like, if he was like, can you please stop spraying it? It's kind of annoying. If he came politely, I wouldn't have not sprayed. I'm not fucking like an asshole like
yeah,
that to that extreme, because there's no need for me. But he just came just so disrespectful. That's what pissed me. Like, and
yeah,
then even before that, he always had like a weird ass and negative energy. Like I already felt a negative, because when I feel a negative energy around you and
yeah,
I don't do nothing, and then later on you do something to prove I was right, that upsets the fuck out of me. And that's another reason it upset me, because before I even
yeah,
had that altercation with him, I already felt a negative energy. So my foreknowledge of me knowing how a situation will play out based on certain energies, I knew it when I read his energy, and those people I stay away from. Like when I see a person with a certain energy, I stay away from them, because I know it can get to that level, and I don't want to do something where I'm gonna get hurt or somebody else gonna get hurt, or we in jail or whatever. So
yeah,
yeah, when I
yeah,
seen that energy, I just let it go. I didn't say nothing, and then when he confirmed it, because when you always trust your intuition. If you feel like somebody's a piece of shit, they're a piece of shit. If you like say, oh, don't judge a book by its cover, you sometimes
yeah,
you do, because always remember, every single human being, even the nicest human being, is capable of being angry. So when you see somebody who you get that feeling and that negative energy from, and they didn't show you no anger, imagine when they get angry.
yeah,
So that's the type of energy. Like my uncle, for example, like he has like a lot of he's cool. I'm cool with my uncle. He's cool, but I could tell like he has a lot of anger and just tension. Like when I talk to him, I be thinking he'd be mad at me sometimes, but he could just tell he has a lot of tension. And I don't want to really say this shit on my. I don't want to air this shit out, because yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna forget that. I'll probably say it another time or some shit. But I don't want to say that story.
yeah,
But pretty much the whole point of what I was trying to say is I can see shit playing out, because he did something that I don't want to say, and when it happened, everybody in my family was shocked, but I wasn't
yeah,
shocked at all. I was just like, oh, I already knew this shit was like, I knew it was in him. Because every time I see him, he'd be cool and everything, but I could see he always has like an anger in him. And he'd be talking to me, I'd be thinking like, what I do? But I didn't do that. That's just how he is. So when I seen that him do that thing he did, I was like, okay, I'm not surprised.
yeah. Oh wow, yeah,
So it was like you just got to know how to like just read the energy of motherfuckers and shit. And the more
yeah, yeah.
that's another when you do the qigong and the energy, you're able to read the energy, because it puts you more in an awareness state where you can pick up on the energies of people, and you can see. So you're just able to be aware more and catch little nuances of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to say about yeah, about about reading the energy because like I remember like I had an order and a, a woman was breaking my order, like or I ordered something on like on the app and delivery, and I was at the door, and then she had the bags and she gave it to me, and I could sense like something negative about her. I just said, after I got the bag, I said thank you, and then she said mm-hmm, and then walked away. And
Yeah,
I said something like something negative, like
yeah.
something was negative about that person. Said mm-hmm.
Some people though they just miserable. They hate their life. Some people are just very evil, wicked. So it just
Yeah,
depends. Like the way I look at, I'm not saying everyone has to be
yeah,
nice to me and shit. I just don't disrespect me, and that's
yeah.
it. If you don't
Yeah, I know,
disrespect me, then
yeah, I know.
yeah,
It's not about race, but yeah, she was a black woman and all that. Black
yeah.
woman.
There are
And,
a lot of black women. They can have attitudes and shit.
yeah,
And
but it's just fair how she was looking at me, and then she just gave me the bad spot. It's a strange look, and I said thank you. She said mm-hmm, and then walked up and walked away.
yeah, that's why I don't like people handling my food.
Yeah,
Because,
that's
I'm officially I'm done eating out.
yeah,
I try my best not to eat. The only time I'll eat out is if I'm like I'm like too lazy to cook. Like, first of all, I don't even eat like that no more. I just came off a 7-day fast. I'm about to go back on my shit. But before, when I was eating, I used to like to eat out. But then like lately, the last time I ate out, I got sick. And there's a place
yeah,
I go to all the time, and I seen somebody told me they were like they worked as a line cook their whole life, damn near. They're like, if you knew how they operated in the line cook industry,
yeah,
you would nobody would eat out because they're not sanitary. Like, and it's
yeah,
funny that she said that because the other week when I was eating at that fucking the truck, I ate there once and it was good, but then the next day, it was like another time. Like I think it was a couple days later, I ate there, and the food tasted good and everything, but something was off. Like they left
yeah,
the food out too long, or it was on the floor, or it was like out overnight, and they just heated it up. And when I ate it, I felt because usually like before I get like if I'm about to eat something,
yeah,
I get an intuition. Like for example, like before I ate at that place that got me sick. I was like, I'm gonna go eat at the truck. But in my mind, when I made the decision to eat there, I started kind of feeling nauseated. Not like I ate something, but my mind started feeling like nauseated. Like like, just think like you're about to take some nasty ass medicine as a kid. You
yeah,
know it's gonna taste nasty, but you have that feeling like it's gonna be gross. That's the feeling I had, like it's gonna be nauseous. And only every time I have that feeling before I eat somewhere, I always get nauseated. I kid you not. Even if it's something I ate like a lot, like the other day. Like there'll be times I eat something and then it's good, but then the next time I eat, like 2 weeks later, before I go, I make a decision. I'm gonna go eat this. I feel nauseated, and then I'll force myself to eat it, or I just go eat it, and I will end up feeling nauseated. I have to make myself throw it up because if I feel nauseated from a food, I make myself throw it up, and like I have to do that a lot of times before because it's I can't have that shit sit in me. I just
yeah,
get that shit out of me. So to get it out, and then from now on, that's why I'm done fucking with any restaurant. I rather just
yeah,
cook my own shit because I know exactly what goes in my shit. They do a lot of shit behind the scene. They put certain shit in there. A lot of the food drops on the ground. Some they leave it out because they're trying to save money, especially in this economy. No one's just throwing out food like they used to. They're reusing it and they're doing shit. They don't give a fuck about the people. They just care as you give them the money. So you gotta always understand. Like, that's why I don't trust it. If I were you guys, I wouldn't even eat out any of these restaurants now. And even the high end restaurants, they can still do that. But if you're gonna
yeah,
eat out something like higher end, or get something that's more cleaner. And
yeah,
it's just it's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
but yeah,
just ask yourself this: why do they have $1,000 steak, $70 steak, $100 steak, and then they got fucking ribeye at Denny's? And they got the cheap shit at the grill. There's a reason why it costs more money. There's a reason why they have like lobster that costs like 200 at a 5-star restaurant, and they have lobster at Walmart, and they have lobster at fucking Whole Foods for like 50. It's different quality, different tiers. So Like most people are eating like this capitalistic system. Since it's about money and everything needs to be produced so people can afford it, this leaves a situation where it can be dangerous because now everybody's forced to eat cheap food because people only can afford to eat cheap food. You see
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like because a restaurant is not going to make expensive food because people can't afford it. That's why you don't see that many high end places. So it's like it's kind of dangerous now because especially now with the inflation and all the food costs and rising, most people are forced to eat shit food because they have to keep the price low because nobody if they don't keep the price low, it's gonna be too expensive and nobody's gonna spend that much money. And then so it's like people are like, well, everybody wants the cheaper shit, but the way this capitalist system runs, the cheaper it is, the more unhealthy and chemicals and the more fake and like they call it Franken food. It's close. The
Mm.
cheaper it is, it's closer is it to that. It's like food that they. It's like a little bit of real food, and they add a bunch of filler, or they use a very low quality like meat. Like they
Yeah.
probably use a retarded autistic chicken that can't
Yeah.
fucking like eat by himself, and then that's like a retarded chicken. They'll probably use that for like cheap meat versus like some like shit. The chicken they probably took like fucking 3 years to grow that bitch. That
Yeah.
shit's gonna probably go to like a high end restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Like some of those cows and shit that be like those wagyu cows and shit that be costing like thousands of dollars. That like there is a reason like that shit's been like they bred that cow probably for like 10, 15 years and then they let it fucking like just sit in like a aged fucking container and just for like another 2 years. So like when they cut this shit and sell it, it's like $1,000. So then
Mm.
that's not why versus the shit you got at the grocery store, they just fix that shit up. They just grow that bitch in like in a month. They grow a fucking baby. They probably even cut the baby cow up. The cow's not even an adult; it's a baby cow. And then they cut
Mm.
and then you eat the steak at the store, and you're like, oh, I have steak, but it's not like some baby retarded cow, or they grew it like in 2 months. It's not real. It's like it's the quality, and it's all because of the money, really.
Yeah.
And it's not even that. Even it's like even if you have money in certain situations, since so many people don't have the money and don't want to eat quality, then even if you do have money, you can be in a place where it's like it's more inconvenient. You have to go out your way to get it. So you're like, fuck it.
Mm.
Let me just get this. And then I'm gonna read some of these comments that Jay Vass, he left a couple comments. It was Chauncey one. What are your thoughts on the UFO? And you could add on to these too. What you gotta think about
Yeah.
it. Like, what are your thoughts on the whole UFO sightings all over the world? Why is the media pushing that out? Yeah, they're just trying to distract people. There's no such thing as a UFO. At the end of
Mm.
the day, just because you see something in the sky doesn't mean it's a UFO. Like you can put it like anything could be in the sky. Like just because you see something in the sky does not mean it's a UFO. Like I could go and buy a drone from Best Buy and put it in the sky
Mm.
and say it's a UFO, and then make a video and put special effects and make the drone look like it's like alien like and say UFO like
Mm.
it's all bullshit. UFOs are fake, but flying objects that fly in the sky that isn't fake because we have airplanes, we have helicopters, we have drones. So differentiate it. It's either a
Mm.
UFO, which they say is an alien, that's fake. But is it a flying object? Is it an FO? Yes, it's a flying object. It ain't a UFO because it's identified. If it was unidentified, how the fuck is it in the sky? Somebody had to identify it, aka create it, and then throw this shit in the sky or let launch it from a launch pad or some shit. You can't just fucking like unidentified. Where the fuck it come from? Pull
Mm.
out your ass or something? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't get it.
Mm.
So it's like, yeah, there's such thing as flying objects. They just call it FO, flying object, an object that's fucking flying. That somebody threw up in the sky. That's what it is. It's not unidentified. Because if it was unidentified, how the fuck did it get up there? You say it just came out of nowhere? That doesn't make sense. And if it comes out of nowhere, show me where it came out of nowhere. Show me another one that came out. You have to show me it coming out of nowhere. And where did it come from? Can
Mm.
you figure out where it can they can figure out where atoms come from and all that. I don't believe in atoms and shit, but they can figure out what a small tiny ass atom comes from, but they can't figure out what a UFO, a big ass thing in the sky come from. But we can't even see an atom. But yet you can see that and it came back, but they can't. Get the fuck out of here. Fake ass shit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Adams is all bullshit too. I don't believe in Adams, so
I mean, hey, I mean, you know,
he said I hesitate to eat fast food now. There should be made. Hell yeah, that's what I can't eat that shit at all. That shit. I remember like the last time I had a McDonald's French fry, it was 3 years ago, and it was and before that I had to have McDonald's French fries since like 2014 when I found out that they put human baby fetuses in it. Somebody told I studied it on the internet. They put human baby fetus, and I stopped eating McDonald's. This was around 2014, and I remember I had to eat McDonald's since around 2014. My mom had got some fucking god damn it. She had got some French fries. I thought it was a French fries from like a regular restaurant or just any old place. And this shit was McDonald's. And then when I ate it, I literally ate one fry, a bite out of one fry. And then when I ate it, my stomach felt kind of nauseated. And I was like, whatever. And over like a course of like an hour, got more nauseated. And I'm like, what the fuck is that I eat? And I looked at the bag and it was said McDonald's. And I was like, fuck. Because in my mind, I knew that if I eat anything from McDonald's, I'll be sick for a day, even if it's one bite. That's why I stopped fucking eating there because my spirit knew, like, if I take one more, that's why I deliberately stopped eating there. Like, and it's not all fast food. Because right, at this point, I don't eat all fast food. But at that time when I made the mistake, I was eating other fast food places like I had like, I was eating it every day, but I remember we had Jack in a Box or some shit. It didn't fuck with me then. That shit fucks with me now. All fast food fucks with me now, but they didn't fuck with me then. But McDonald's, that shit was the worst. They put because
yeah,
when you fast food, this is why fast food I think costs more money because you notice fast food costs more money because they have to make fast food taste different than everything because it's called fast food. They use certain technology in the food to make it cook faster. That's why they call it fast food. So there's other things in the food that is chemical that is it's like technology, and that costs money because it's a patent. It's a technology within like fast food is a technology. You got to look at it. So that technology it costs. That's why McDonald's costs more money and fast food costs more money to some of these diners because it's more shit that's in it. So
yeah,
that's why when you eat it, you get sick. And then not positive, but the opposite is people eat it and they get addicted. They say, "Oh, I can only eat McDonald's fries." I cannot make McDonald's fries taste. You can't make it taste like you can't make a hamburger taste like McDonald's, no matter how hard you try. It's because, like I said, they have certain patents and technologies within the food and to make it taste that way and to make it cook quicker. And that's why it's called fast food because they don't call everything fast food. Fast food is a technology. Shit is in the food that allows it to cook quick, and then you eat it quick, and it's there. That's why it's when they showed you the picture of McDonald's and the burger still looks the same because they put technologies and patents in that shit and a whole bunch of like chemicals. And then if you if you're a person who's sensitive to that, that's just gonna fuck your stomach up. If you're somebody who isn't sensitive and you like that shit, you're gonna be addicted to it and you're gonna only want to go there to get your shit. So like it's either gonna work either way. And that's probably why it costs more money because those chemicals that they're using, that shit costs money versus another company who's just using regular ingredients like the bread, the meat, and all that, and it's from scratch. And even then, that could cost more too because we got, but there's no reason McDonald's should be as high as it is.
yeah. McDonald's, that's like the worst place.
For real. That's a horrible. I don't, yeah, it's crazy. I'm surprised people fucking eat that shit, dude. You got to be out of your mind. But like I said, I like what upsets me is people eat that shit, but then they'll go look at somebody who's on drugs, and they're somehow different or oh you taking that drug. Like to be honest, I see a fucking crack addict less disgusting than a fucking somebody who eats McDonald's every day. Like
Mm,
that McDonald's shit is disgusting. I don't see how people can eat that fucking shit. It's horrible. It stinks.
mm,
I don't get it.
yeah, yeah, it's horrible, man. Yeah, it's horrible food, man.
Yeah, I stopped eating
Like,
that shit years ago. I can't even even like certain food that's healthy and like organic. I can't even eat that shit. Like today, I broke my fast with some soup this
Yeah.
morning, right? And remember I told you I was gonna go back to the store and get some more soup. I went and I got another thing of soup, and well, I got the same brand I got last time, but I got another brand. It was an organic brand, and it was like it
Mm.
said organic chicken and rice soup. I just want something light just to eat with the soup, and then I opened it. That shit did not taste like nothing. It didn't even. The other one I had that I
Mm.
liked wasn't even organic. This one was organic. It tasted like straight chemicals. I threw that shit away. I was like, hell no, I can't eat this shit. But the other one, it was a little bit better, like because at this point, like I would have to cook my
Mm.
own shit, and like I'm not trying to put that much energy and effort into some fucking food. That's why I don't really like
Yeah.
cooking my shit because it's too much energy into it. So like, let me just end my shit with this thing, and it's decent. So I only get that one brand, and that's it. And it's funny because they
Yeah.
had another brand that I only fuck with exclusively, and there's like they got rid of that. It's like they knew. I think they knew that I fuck with that brand or something. Because out of
Mm.
every brand on the shelf, that's the only one they discontinued. Was a certain flavor and brand, and they
Mm.
have all of them there except that one. I kid you not. And that was the one that like didn't fuck with my shit, my stomach as much as I was able to stomach it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Oh wow. Man, yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Famous Mouse say saw a UFO 2021. Yeah, you probably it wasn't no it was probably government one, yeah. But it was not no alien. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be the government UFO.
Yeah, most likely that's what it is.
Yeah.
Not most likely, that is what it is. Aliens aliens do not exist. Like, you can even pretty much prove it. Because I've never seen an
Yeah,
alien,
man.
bro. Come on, don't tell me this is
Uh,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Well, hey, I mean, an alien. Well, they said like uh, an alien is not of this world, and
Yeah.
pretty much anything could be an alien. So,
The word alien is like the government created that word. That shit don't even exist. Other than
mm,
you didn't even hear about the word. Like you heard about alien from that whole
yeah,
Roswell bullshit. Like that
yeah,
1947. Before that whole Roswell incident, that word didn't even exist. They create that's a government word, alien. Just like fucking just anything that got like fucking the Pentagon office or the White House, like that shit you heard from them. So the
mm,
same way you say the White House, the Pentagon, or a CIA agent, you're not gonna say a CIA agent is something that they didn't create. They created it. So the same way that word CIA agent, alien is the same. It's actually a word. It's actually a program, or like a classified operation, like an alien program or whatever. Like they created that fucking shit.
yeah.
It's no different than the word CIA. No different than the word CIA. You got to keep that in mind.
Hey, yeah. Hey,
He's like Nephilim. Yeah, it's just crazy.
yeah.
So,
Com- oh,
see, different levels of what your body can't have. Be eating bad mode. Yeah, I can't tolerate any food at this point right now. Barely. Like I have to cook my own shit at this point. If I don't cook my own shit, it's a problem. Like I don't. I be literally like scared to even eat shit. Like right before I'm about to eat some shit that I didn't cook or that's in package, I'd be kind of nervous because I'm like, shit, it's gonna hurt my stomach. Because if it hurts the moment I feel it hurt my stomach, I make myself throw that shit out. I don't let that shit digest in my. Because I'm gonna be sitting there like feeling bloated and feeling nauseated and shit for the next who knows how long, probably the next day. I'm not going through that, so I just make myself throw up every time. Oh, you disappeared or you gone?
Yeah, shout out to Super Ninja Kenny. Watch out for government. I can give a fuck about no government technology. This doesn't affect me. I can give a fuck about that. Like they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Like it's only so at the end of the day, there's only so much they can do. Yeah. I'm not even worried nothing about the government.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys just gotta don't like the government. Don't look at it. The government like, oh, we gotta be worried or scared. That's a lot. That's you can tell a lot of these dumbass spiritual people. They speak about the government like it's somebody that you need. At the end of the day, the fuck is this shit making noise? The government ain't shit. They're just there because the
Yeah.
people are ignorant. That's the only reason they're there. They're not there because of any other reason. The people are actually putting them in that position by due to their ignorance.
Oh, well, yeah. I was gonna say I don't do anyone ever heard a video about a frantic. It said a frantic caller, and I think I think he was in the military or something like that, and he said aliens infiltrated the government, and then the call got shut down. It was on the radio. It was a video about that.
An alien called the government.
No, like it was I think when he was in the military, he called the radio station or something like that. He said that some aliens they infiltrated the government
Yeah,
and
it's all fake. It's like it's fake. It's not real. They probably paid him and told him to speak about it. Yeah,
yeah, probably. Yeah, he said he did sound so scared or something. Sound so scared that they shut the whole radio station down.
yeah.
The power.
You know who else also sounded scared?
Yeah,
That actress on Texas Chainsaw Massacre when she was running from that dude. She sounded scared too. So like
yeah,
I don't know. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I've heard a lot of people sound scared before.
yeah. I don't know, man.
So like I've seen a lot of actors on Freddy Krueger and Freddy vs. Jason,
Yeah, I
fucking
don't. Yeah,
Texas Chainsaw. Like, I've seen a lot of scared people. The Terrifier, that fucking clown cut that bitch pussy in half.
yeah.
Did that shit? You see what I'm saying? Like that bitch was scared. So like I don't know if is that a true scared or we just like a lot of people get scared, but sometimes it's acting and it's just fake. It's not real.
Yeah,
Because they already told you they have Universal Studios. So like
yeah, yeah,
they that's why I don't. It makes me baffle. People go watch Star Wars and shit, and they'll go watch that
yeah,
stupid shit, but then go and think like the shit NASA's putting on their bullshit like their website is somehow different than like what they show you in Universal Studios when they make Star Wars. Like if they can go and make fucking Star Wars and make it look like that, how the fuck can you believe anything coming out their mouths when you want to say, "Oh, it's real. This is fucking Jupiter's moon and this is this planet and galaxy." Like, shut the fuck up. What are you gonna say next? Is a Death Star and a mechanical planet? I'm surprised they haven't said that shit yet. Because there's a Death Star or a mechanical planet. Fucking dumbass. And people
yeah,
believe that shit.
yeah. I know, but I don't know. It's crazy, man. I don't know, man. Like, man,
And they don't even get they don't even get the fucking picture.
yeah,
They don't even like get you the picture. They just say that, oh, they're like, how do you know it's that? And they'll say, oh, we do sound wave imaging or some dumbass shit, or they do something other than like actually look at it. They'll go and do some type of imaging or code, and based on how the machine writes, when it reads that part of the area of space or whatever they're trying to, they'll say, oh, this represents a planet there. It's not even like it's a real planet. And then they just draw the planet with their fucking imagination to say, oh, it might look like this. It ain't even a real picture. If they just get like some sound wave imaging and say, oh, our proof that the planet's there is because of this. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like it's hard. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe any day, man. I don't know. Like,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. Like it's crazy, man. Like, I mean,
But
uh,
I don't
like,
even. Only time I hear about UFOs is when I'm on my live stream, and you guys tell me about like UFO. That's all. Other than that, I always forget they exist. But like people be, I get surprised when I see. Because I remember I typed in UFO, and it was like getting a lot of views and shit. I'm like, God damn! Like people, I'm still shocked right now that people believe in UFOs like that. Like I didn't know it was so popular, like like it is. Like it's crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah, I
another
know.
reason I'm like, this world is lost. Because the moment I hear anybody talking about an alien, like, this is why, like, that's one of the hard things about being aware. Because like when you're too aware, then like the slightest, like I look at, it's like I'll be having a conversation with somebody, or I'll be talking to somebody, or I'll be observing something, and then somebody will say something stupid like aliens, or they'll say something like Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, or just say something dumb. And that shit in itself would just be like, makes me just not like that person no more. Like, because I know where their mind is at. And it's so bad where, like, I don't want to say I regret knowing what I know. I don't. But I'm like looking at like, damn, like, how do I function with this? Because, like, I don't want to, I don't, it's not normal to have this type of, like, feelings all the time. Like, you just look at it, like sometimes you see somebody that cool, but then they say some dumb shit. Like I cannot be around you. I can't deal with you because you're lost. You can't get them out of it. So it's like it's kind of annoying. Like it can get annoying sometimes because it just shows like people are just gone and you can't help them.
Yeah, yeah, can't help him, man.
I don't even care to help them. Like I said, I'm not trying to help no one really. Unless they're trying to pay me some money or something, then I don't mind helping them. But I'm not. I don't. My mission is not to help anyone. Anybody that tells you that their mission on YouTube is to help people, that's a fucking. That's a person that they're probably not even really helping anyone. Because to be honest, everyone's helping everyone. Anybody can help anyone. It's not like motherfuckers is out here doing some type of big deed or work. Like ain't shit changing in this damn world. So nobody's really anybody just saying that. They're just using that program blueprint. Like that moral and principle. Oh, I'm on YouTube because the average person that's on YouTube, they say, I want to make a YouTube so I can help people. Like I remember this bitch was on TikTok. I don't know if the video was real or not, but the bitch was on TikTok like, oh, I want to stop working so I could go make TikToks and help people. And in my mind, I'm like, bitch, you can't even help yourself. You're complaining about how this job just laid you off and you don't have nothing else to do and this and that. And you're
Yeah,
saying talk about you trying to help people with TikTok, bitch, you need to help yourself first. So like
yeah,
that's how I look. Like everybody's just on social media thinking about, oh, I want to help people. I want to help you, and it's like motherfuckers can't even help themselves, and they don't
yeah,
really truly want to help. They just say that because they don't know what they want to do and they're lost, and that sounds like the best thing at the moment. So they just say, I'm trying to help because if they were really trying to help, they'll be doing something, and as a result, their actions will say they're helping, and then it would just come natural. They won't have to think about, oh, I'm trying to help, I'm trying to do this. It's just somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. They're confused. So they're just trying to go on social media and they see another influencer that probably has a big channel and people say that you helped me and they seen that and then they want to copy that. So they're like, oh, I want to help. At the end of the day, like how many fucking, even if you look at how many influencers you fucking need really, like there's so many people on here, it's just oversaturated and it's going to
yeah,
get worse. Like there was a time on YouTube where if you're a content creator, you're like part of a club. Now it's like everyone and their mom was like a content creator, and anybody who isn't a content creator is because they really don't even want to be one. It's not even because like, oh, they're still thinking about it or they're scared to, like at this point everyone's just on it and just being one. So it's
yeah,
like it's oversaturated and there's a lot of fucking at this point it's real the oversaturation of it is what leads to nobody really getting help and it just being entertainment. Because when you watch television like Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, and all that shit, when they had cable, that was oversaturated with TV shows. But you watch TV shows to be entertained. Now,
yeah,
content creation is oversaturated with content creators. So which is not a bad thing if you're looking it towards entertainment and like a television program. because there's different shows. There's thousands of shows. You got thousands of hundreds of thousands or millions of channels that you can watch versus only a few. But it's
Yeah.
oversaturated though, so it just showed you how. And I'm not saying you can't get help. You can get help, and you can find channels that give info, like my channel. There's other plenty of channels, but it's very few, and it's mainly bullshit elsewhere because, like I said, it's oversaturated with a lot of people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And
Yeah.
I'm not like, like, it's not even about being perfect, really. It's about just what's your message and energy. What's your point you're coming across, and what's your message? I'm not saying you got to be know everything and be this and that. It just, you could be helping people in a way that you're not teaching them verbally. You're just showing them your actions and your experiences, and they learn. So there's different levels to teach people. So
Yeah.
but it is getting oversaturated, a lot of this shit with the content creation,
Mm.
and all the way
Yeah.
down, like, yeah, just
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, oversaturated. Yeah, like people. We see a lot of people out there, like, on the internet. Like they really try. Man, they really try to like make something out of, like, they really want to it's like they 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 want to have a following, and they want to make a name for themselves. They would do. I don't know. They find worth in other people. Like
yeah,
what people pay attention to them on
yeah.
it.
I'm pulling. That's what I'm pulling. I'm not putting my energy into YouTube like that because it's not even really worth it at this point. Because if you, the only way you're gonna get buzzing, like, because everything is a business. YouTube's a business, so whoever is running YouTube, they have a business and they want their business to run in a certain way. So if you're not speaking in a way, and you're not speaking on narratives that make their
Yeah,
business more profitable and flow better, you're gonna get shadow banned. This is why anybody you see who's viral at this point, right now, at this point in time, anyone you see that's viral and that's getting consistent views, especially over like 50,000, 100,000 views consistently, they're
yeah,
working, being used as a narrative. They're not just, they're viral because they got good no, it's like they're pushing a certain, because I see it. Like, I'll see certain people, especially you'll see people expose other content creators. That's one way that they get people
yeah.
viral. They'll expose content creators and shit. Like, you'll see somebody, their whole channel just exposing this dude, and they're just beefing
Mm,
back and forth. They promote shit like that. Don't think that that person just has a talent, or he's, no, like, the people who run it, they're very demonic and they like seeing people fight. So they're gonna give him views, and then that dumbass is gonna be like, "Oh, I'm doing something right. You see my views?" Because people don't have their own mind. Like,
yeah,
it's to a point where they're like, people are really, really actually making channels and courses and ebooks on how to grow your social media page. Like, that's the most fucking dumbest shit ever. Like, shouldn't it shit be natural? Like, how is there a blueprint to grow your social media? That's the dumbest shit ever.
yeah,
And if you were gonna make a blueprint to do that, the number one step to grow your social media page would be to find out the agendas and the narratives and speak about it in a way that caters to the programs. That's probably the best way to grow your channel. Like, just speak on narratives. Like, for example, if Donald Trump says some stupid shit about how migrants need to go back to Mexico, act like that they need to go back, wear a Trump hat, and then talk about how men
yeah,
need to be by themselves and fucking just, I don't know, video games. And then if you talk about it in a certain way, then they're gonna promote you. But you have to actually have a real, like, if you want to, you be that, that should be the way. Like, there's no other way getting your social media, because at the end of the day, people are gonna, if you got it within you, people are gonna fuck with you. Anytime you see
yeah,
people talking about, "Oh, I grew my content creation to 300,000. Take my class." They're full of fucking shit. The reason they got their shit up to that high is because they use ad revenue and they paid a lot of money. Like 90%, over 90% of these influencers that have like 1 million subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 80,000 subscribers, 100,000 plus,
yeah,
90 to 95% of them, they spend ad revenue. They spend money, and not saying they buy views, but they advertise their shit, and a lot more people, they have more money to invest. Some people invest like $100,000 a month just in ads, and that alone gets their YouTube, their Facebook up to like fucking millions of views and shit. So you got to always keep that in mind. And then once you get yourself to that level, then you can make an e-course or an ebook and say, well, you want to get your social media like me, pay $500 and I'll teach you. And then they can make like probably like 500,000 if like a few thousand or more join their program for 500, which they got the fucking people to find out about their program through their ad. It's like a scam, really. I'm not saying
Yeah.
you can't get viral legit, but at one point on YouTube, it probably wasn't like that. But they switched it up where it's more like a business and it's a narrative because YouTube's becoming more popular and there's a lot the people on the platform, like especially people like me and other content creators, they have more awareness and they're not trying to lose tax dollars. They're not trying to lose certain programs that they created, like when they did the pandemic program, and then they're going to do another one because there are going to be other programs they're going to be doing in the future. So when they shadow ban, it's not just for just shadow banning for right now. Like they have to shadow ban you now because they're probably planning on doing something next year. And if I talk like this now, if this person goes viral and he's talking about this now, and we got a plan next year, then it's gonna fuck with our plan. So like they have to shadow ban so their future plans can work and shit. And like it's fucking retarded. Somebody,
Yeah.
Rob Beads. It's good with it.
Oh, testing one, two, three.
Yep, yep,
I just wanted to test my mic.
yep. I hear you. It's good with it. Yeah. He said he was just testing his mic.
Oh, Tesla's right.
Just
Hmm.
start some beef for clout. That don't even really work. So you have to be a certain type of person really to even do beef for clout because a lot of this shit is just all it is. Remember, you guys, this is the new Hollywood. It's just the new version of Hollywood. Nothing new. Nothing is
Yeah.
new version.
Yeah, like people like, I gotta bring up Kai Cenat. I just saw like
I
he
don't even
was
watch that nigga shit. I don't even watch this shit. I
like
can
yeah, I know, but it's something strange with this. Like he got all these celebrities on his platform. Like for example, he had Snoop Dogg, he had Chris Brown, at his a big mansion in Georgia. Like it gotta be something deeper than
that isn't
just
his mansion though. That's not his mansion.
like yeah,
You-
people wonder what is he what's his talent. I heard people say,
yeah,
"What's
that's
his
the thing.
talent? What he?"
He's a puppet. Like
Yeah, like I don't see it, man. All I see is annoying, loudmouth fool, and he's just a loud, very loud, obnoxious fool. And
but the
I'll be
thing
thinking
is,
to myself, like, what's his talent? What's it?
but the thing is,
What did they like?
yeah, like that just shows you it doesn't matter about you cussing because everybody's oh you're not supposed to cuss, but that nigga he be cussing. But the thing is with him is he's an idiot. He doesn't nothing
Mm,
comes out of his mouth, so it's just satire and shit. And
yeah,
eventually,
yeah,
if it depend if he makes a mistake or he starts talking a certain way or he just gets lazy and he doesn't produce the content, they're gonna just set a situation up like they already did it with Mr. Beast, kind of. I remember everyone used to be on Mr. Beast's fucking nuts, and
yeah,
then I guess something came out with the little girl thing, which that shit happened years before he got famous. So like
mm,
they just brought it up, and you see now everyone's kind of attacking him and shit, and everyone got something negative to say and shit. Like it's the same thing. Like they put him up there. Like none of that shit is his. Like that house, the car, all that. They're gonna
yeah,
it's like the same thing with P Diddy. None of that shit was his, but it was only his when he was playing along. So he's
yeah,
playing along, but once they get tired of him, they're gonna just get rid of him. No, he was put there. Like they have to
yeah,
put somebody there. They can't because they can't have nobody there. They have to so they choose somebody that they pick based on
yeah,
what's sufficient for them, not because the person's smart or nothing. Because they have to pick the person based on if it's safe for them to allow that person. So if they choose you, you're actually a weak ass spirit.
yeah,
If the elite choose you, that means you're very weak. Because
yeah,
if you're strong and powerful, they're going to be scared to put you in a position because they're going to be like, okay, this nigga, if we put him in there, he's got to take that money and he's got to So they have to. So if they choose you to be in that position, they look at you like you're fucking an idiot. This is why like P Diddy got in the situation he got in and shit. A lot of these people that get in these situations not because per se they got set up. Sometimes, most of the time it is, but most of the time they get set up because they're a fucking idiot. Like if you had common sense and you were able to read intuition, you would know not to. You would know not to get set up, and then that's bad for them because now they're gonna have to kill you or take you out or do something even more drastic
Yeah.
than just do something simple. You see what I'm saying? So like they want to get somebody that's stupid, that's not
Yeah.
really smart and just very like they're not really all there, so they can be able to do what they got to do.
Yeah. 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 Right. And I was saying,
And
I
none
think I
of the
said,
celebrities give a fuck about that nigga either. Like it's all about business because the celebrities they have to do whatever. They're not even in control. They have to do what they're like. Some of these celebrities don't even fucking really
yeah.
know the dude nor probably give a shit about him. But then somebody within their circle is like, oh, you know Kai Cenat. It's not even that they tell him. It's just when you're in a celebrity circle,
Yeah.
everything you do is about money and clout. So it could be a dude that just beat his fucking mother to death or does some dumbass shit. If he's famous and has views and he's in a certain like world, then the that celebrity in that world has to connect with him because like you guys are part of the same world and shit. Like it's like Mooney Mercury. Like he watches my videos and he comes on and shit, and I watch this channel.
Yeah.
Like we part of the same thing, and then you may see other people like Famous Mallow and are in the chats and stuff. We're part of like the same. It's kind of something like that. Like Snoop Dogg can't just talk to a regular person because
Yeah.
his fame and his money and his energy that he got, like his clout isn't his. Somebody gave it to him. So if Snoop Dogg goes and talks to a regular person who's outside of the circle, it's gonna be looked at as he's taking the clout and using it what they're not because it's not his clout. None of this
Mm.
shit theirs. Their fame is not theirs per se because it was given to them and propped to them. So if they take their fame and put somebody else on that the Masons and shit they don't want to be on, then that's a problem. So like you
Yeah.
gotta always keep that in mind. God damn, get out of
Yeah. 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 You're right.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say. I said for like if they take like if they choose to take him out like this guy Kai Cenat, if they choose to take him out, they would have to do it completely because he can't return to a regular life. He can't go back to a regular life.
Yeah,
He has too many eyes on him. Too many
that's what I'm
eyes.
saying. Yeah, that's what I like take him out like they did with P Diddy and shit. Throw him in jail, do something. That's
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
did.
yeah. Cause you know, like for example, I would think about Kevin Samuels. Now they saying he died. Now, in my opinion, he probably still living somewhere. He probably could have just probably faked to death. I don't know. 'Cause
He
I don't
probably
know.
I
I
don't
don't know
know
if he
what
dead.
the fuck happened to him.
I don't know. They probably faked to death, and he just he just
He probably
living. I
got
don't know.
taken out. They probably took him out because there's no way like what's the odds of him somebody just killing him like that for no reason? He was a regular dude. Like
Yeah,
they took him out probably because he
yeah,
probably was. If you look at his history and
yeah,
even the way he acts and the
yeah,
way he
yeah, yeah.
talks, he acts like a Mason or like some Boule member. So he probably was like a part of that shit because nobody's dressing and talking like that unless they're part of that group. Like so
Yeah, yeah, he
he
probably
probably
was.
pissed somebody off.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He probably was like one. Yeah, he probably was work like an agent in one of those.
Yeah, I
Cause
don't know.
yeah, yeah, it was strange, man. Like, yeah, he was pretty strange the way he dresses and
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Like this is man,
shit's
it's
crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like man, like yeah, things are not really what it seems, man. But
Uh-uh. Yeah, and then a lot of these motherfuckers like that, they have to be on. They have to be uploading every fucking day, all the time. Like, who the fuck want to just upload every day, all the time? Like, I don't get me wrong, it's good to upload when you want and you're true. But if you're on that level, you got to be doing it every day, in and out, every
yeah,
single fucking day, like uploading. You can't just take no because you're not. That's not your business. Like, you don't own yourself. Like he's owned by somebody, and
yeah,
somebody's making money off of him and shit. So if he fucks up, then he's fucking someone's money up, and then nobody likes to have their money fucked up.
like like they own just like you said in the video about same thing with I Show Speed. He said that wherever he like these people are owned. So where they live at, like a mansion, they're like
Yeah,
props.
because like they have to make them look like they live in somewhere good to entice the audience and shit. They're not gonna let them live in some fucking squalor
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like they have to let him live. So they're
yeah,
gonna give him certain shit. That ain't his fucking. None of that shit really belongs to them. Really, they can just take that shit away, or they don't not even like take it away. Like they'll just create a situation where his money just gone, or they make him having to get some. They'll set him up where he gets sued or some shit, litigated, and it's fucking dumb. Like it's like fuck all those days. I don't even know why people watch them motherfuckers. To be honest, it's mainly children that watch that shit because ain't no adult watching it.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the
No,
new Nickelodeon.
yeah, no, yes, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. It's
Yeah, but
crazy, man.
I think I'm gonna end this live stream. Now we
Yeah,
have 3 hours. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to
Because
end.
like it's like
Yeah,
one like 2 o'clock here. So
okay.
yeah, it was a nice chat. I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
catch the other one.
for
Around this
sure.
time, maybe I don't know.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Whenever, man, like I always leave the link for anybody. Every time I come live, I always leave the link. So
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I was trying to I was trying to download these streams because if you make a stream and I sometimes try to download just to listen to background. And it
okay,
seemed like
okay.
it seemed like YouTube is making it hard to download these videos. Like I don't know on your channel is a problem, but it seems like it's
On my
trying to make it
channel,
hard
or
to download.
it's hard to download on my channel.
Yeah, I think it's harder to download now. Look, I don't know, no, because every
Oh,
time I try to download, it say no audio, like no audio. It didn't usually say that before. I don't know. You trying to
well,
restrict that? I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird. They do a lot of shit on purpose on this stupid thing. Like
Yeah,
they be blocking comments and they be doing a lot of weird shit because they don't want the small channels to be interactive and have a lot of
yeah,
content on it. Like they want the small channels to seem dead, but like a lot of people watch the small channels. That's why when you comment on a small channel, they block some of the comments. But then you comment on a big channel, they don't even block it.
yeah,
And it just yeah, it's just stupid. I don't.
and they had bots and they had bots in the comments. I be seeing bots like 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 bots. They be creating their own narratives. Like they actually like actual bots, like YouTube,
Yeah, and then they have
like
replies
AI,
to it.
AI bots. Like
Yeah, it's
like wow,
crazy. It's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's crazy. But
yeah.
but it was good, man. It was a good stream, man.
All right, then. Yep, it was
Yeah,
good though. But shit, I'm gonna
yeah.
catch all you guys later. I'm gonna be on tomorrow though.
I
Yeah, I'm
see.
gonna be on
I
tomorrow,
see.
and I'm about to be
Yeah.
starting my fast tomorrow. If anybody wants to join, I'm gonna be starting again. I'll be doing another 6 days, probably more. We'll see, but yeah,
Oh
fast.
cause tomorrow, yeah. I got like apples. I'm trying to do like a fruit fast, like
Okay, that's
just
what's up.
apples. That's just like apples.
That's good. That's good. That's gonna. As I'm
Yeah,
saying, that's start there, and then you healing the body, and then you're cleansing, and then that
yeah,
alone, you take it to different, deeper
yeah,
levels. You don't have to start with a water fast or none. Apple
yeah,
fast
yeah.
is perfect.
Yo, I'm gonna try that because I got like 6 apples. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try like all right, one apple like a day. Like try like one apple a day, and I have like probably like water on the side just in case.
That's what's up.
If
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just trying to try that because
yeah,
I can't keep it consuming, man. Because it's like a chore. To keep on
yeah.
cooking food. It's,
Especially with the time speeding up as
yeah,
well, because like going here, it's just too much. It's to a point where it's not even that it's income. Like a lot of people be complaining that they can't afford food. Where I'm looking at it
yeah,
like it's a waste of time. Like I've actually did the math. Like the amount of time it takes you to go get the food, look at the food, and cook, prepare it,
yeah,
and even go buy it. That's like hours out of your life.
when you're not eating and consuming less, you got all that time and you're able to do a lot more.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, and a lot of people think you crazy for thinking that, but yeah, like it's like a chore, man. Like pretty much like every day, people are like seeing what they want. You go to a grocery store, you pretty much people looking to see what can they cook or what can they cook to bring home and eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much every day with that. People waking up, what can I eat? It's like a chore. It's
And
like
it,
a
and, it,
chore with
and,
that.
it, and imagine if you're like the people who eat, but you can't even barely afford the food you want. So you're getting like the shitty food. So you're even double in hell because you're already consuming and you can only consume the cheap shit and the Dollar Tree shit. You can't even consume the shit you want. So it's like
Yeah,
that's even worse. You're eating garbage that's even worse for you and you're not even enjoying it.
yeah,
So it's crazy.
yeah. That's why I say it's good. I say it's good to try to consume less as possible as you can. Consume less,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what I try to do. Like this. Well, I used to eat one meal a day, but with that, if I do the apple fast tomorrow, and I got
Hmm.
like 6 apples, I'm gonna do like one apple a day, and I've had water. I keep water on the side just in case I get thirsty. I'm
Okay,
gonna try
okay.
that out. Yeah, I'm gonna try that out, man.
Yeah,
It should be. Yeah, I'm trying to. It should be beneficial, but I'm gonna
yeah.
try.
Yeah.
I gotta fight those hunger pains,
Yeah, you
man.
get through. I mean, the more you fast, the more they get better. And it's like the hunger pains are only there for like probably the first, I'll say, month of you just fasting. After
Yeah,
like the first few weeks a month, then they disappear. They go. They don't stay that long. They're not supposed to be there. Like it's just look at it like a withdrawal. And then once you
yeah,
get past the withdrawal phase, then you good. Then at that point, you got to work on the appetite and that slowly will die down. Like the process takes
yeah,
time, so don't rush it. Like where I'm at
yeah.
now, when I tell you guys how much I eat, it took me like at least 4 or 5 years to get where I'm at now. Like
Mm,
and where I'm at now, because when I looked at it, like I realized like I don't even consume as much as before, even like
yeah,
compared to 2 years ago and shit. But I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, I'm trying to be a breatharian, and I'm thinking like, but I'm looking like I'm forgetting how much far I've came and how
mm,
far. So it's like it's not about being a breatharian and not eating and all. That's just gonna take down the line. Like probably they say it takes. I don't want to say it takes 15 to 20. That's what they say on average. And the people that
mm.
are breatharian, it took them a while, but anything is possible. Don't make it like don't
Yeah.
think that that's like a set in stone. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to end this live stream right now. Now I'm gonna be on tomorrow.
Oh, all right, man. Yeah. See you later, man.
Yep,
Good to
yep.
take
All
care.
right, then. Yep, you too. A shout out to everyone in the chat, and I'm out. Peace.